Oh my god, it's called the Switch 2. Did you know? I didn't know. Shapes. Blobs. I want to turn that down a little bit. All right. This will be Mario Kart.
Let's go.
Can Mario just... Is it just me or is the audio delayed? Kind of sounds like it. I can't tell because I can't really hear many sound effects. I don't know if that's the stream or if that's just me. These tracks are very wide. I saw Pauline had a biker. You can grind now. Okay, cool. Sure. And wall ride. Why not? There's a cow. They took a cue from that one. I don't remember the name of that game where you can grind with the cars. What even is that? Okay, they all have a bunch of different outfits. I assume those do something. Those probably aren't just... Mario Kart World.
Hello everyone, I'm Koichi Kawamoto, and I'll be one of your guides.
This
for
is
today's
definitely...
Nintendo
The audio is definitely delayed. I do not know why it's
the
like that.
producer for Nintendo Switch 2.
I'm Takuhiro Dota, the director for Nintendo Switch 2.
For Switch 2, not
I'm
for...
Tetsuya Sasaki, the hardware designer.
I don't know who any of these people are.
What you just saw was Mario Kart World, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2. Now,
I would like to
what do you think this
refresh the
brand new
stream
Mario
to
Kart game
see
will
if
be
that'll
like?
fix it. Yeah, I was like going to explain what that was.
Brand new entry in the Mario Kart series
Not-
is launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch.
I guess it makes
system.
sense to not call it Mario Kart
Welcome
9
to
because I
this
think they
vast
consider
world.
Tour to be like a mainline game.
Kart races are held throughout various regions that span the globe. Depending on the time of day and weather conditions,
Time
the
of day?
atmosphere will change.
Yeah, this looks open world. This is Burnout
And
Paradise.
In this Mario Kart game,
The Burnout Paradise of Mario Kart.
you can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world. In the Classic Grand Prix, race through 4 courses in a bid for first place.
Why are there 7?
But don't sleep at the
Oh,
wheel.
the special cup isn't there.
You'll also drive to the next course as part of the competition. With 24 drivers in each race, the most in series history, the competition is gearing up.
Yeah.
Introducing Knockout Tour. Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another.
Still got double items.
There are multiple checkpoints along the way. If you're below the placement shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated. Can you make it all the way to the finish line? You can also freely drive around this vast world in free roam.
Hopefully there is some downtime at some point where I
By
could...
going off-road, you can explore new areas and routes.
I
So
do
drive
have the
wherever
Twitch
your heart
stream.
takes you. You can also go for scenic drives with friends.
Of course, it gives me an
and
ad
even take
immediately.
photos together at different locations. A brand new race across the entire world starts here. Mario Kart World. The game launches
Available on the same day as Switch 2. Okay. We won't tell you when that is yet, but
in an upcoming Mario Kart World Direct. So be on the lookout for more information in the future.
just a specific direct? Like a couple weeks.
Mario Kart World launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. We'll
The
share
problem
more
with the
details
Twitch
in
stream is
future,
it's
so we
so
hope you're
far
looking forward to
ahead
it.
that, like,
Next, we'd like to introduce some of
I might
the
just
new
have to deal with the
features
delay.
of Nintendo Switch 2. These are the Joy-Con 2 controllers for Switch 2. And on the right Joy-Con 2, we've added a new C button. Let's take a look at some new experiences it offers.
experiences plural? Alone.
I'm still ahead of all of you guys. Woo!
The audio is like so delayed.
That was me. That was you.
It lets you play on Discord.
Oh no! Wait, no, 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 no.
Do they just have their own inherent Discord?
Oh.
I wonder if this is...
Introducing Game Chat, a new feature for Nintendo Switch 2.
Where is the audio going through?
Hi, missed you.
With this feature, you'll be able to communicate with friends and family while playing a game.
Communicate via what?
Follow you? Yeah. Okay.
There's a jump button.
While using the
I think
Game
there's just
Chat
a
feature,
mic in the...
your voice is recognized by a microphone built
I'm gonna
into the
guess
system.
that mic... that's going to sound so terribly.
Even from a distance.
Jump on here. Alright, let's keep going. It's coming. Let's make a left right here. Let's make a...
When it's noisy around you, your voice will still come through clearly, letting you chat with ease.
I wonder if it has to like calibrate to your voice.
Okay, nice.
It does look beautiful. It's so pink.
And you can use this feature in handheld
I'm
mode
going
too,
to
letting
do
you easily
something.
chat with friends
Just calm down.
and turn on game screen sharing.
Good job, good job. There we go, there we go.
You can also share your game
Nope,
screen.
still delayed.
Did you see someone just like go on top of that dinosaur?
Really? They can do that?
Can do it? You guys, I just did it. Oh, I want to do it too.
That looks. You can share your game screen. It's not gonna look right, but it does. You can do it, I guess.
Okay. You can chat to your heart's content, even while playing different games.
Yeah, I know that one. It's so hard, right? It's tough.
Oh wow. I'm like in the sky right here. I'm like, I fell, I'm falling. Okay, we got
Yeah, I
it.
imagine
Kirby.
most people would have no specific reason to use
So
this.
cute.
You can adjust the size of your game screen,
Guys, I'm lost. Like,
Where'd you go?
or expand another
Use
friend's
software
game screen.
information. Oh God. Once again, why? It's like, yeah, you can watch at
The wall, like it's
10 FPS if you'd like to.
I have to do a little wall ride.
okay.
So everyone can watch them play.
Oh, I think I know where you are. Wait.
Okay,
I think we have to
together.
try.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, nice. Be right back, yeah.
I'm gonna see if this is. They're gonna see hear double
You can
audio for a
quickly
second.
and easily mute yourself and more.
Oh, yo, that's
There's this.
Like your pose mix.
On the right Joy-Con camera
Calm
to the
down.
system, there's an
Calm
additional
down.
button.
There's
With
just
the C button, you can pull up a chat menu.
cool.
Oh, dang. A really Wait, actually, guys, I got a call coming right now, so I'll be right back, yeah? Okay, for sure.
Unless it's just
Here,
delayed on
you
both
can
on
quickly
Twitch
and
also.
easily mute yourself and more. And there's this. By connecting this camera to the system,
Hey!
Um,
Hey, what's up? Hello.
Oh no, it is just a stream. Okay, seems like it is just a stream issue.
Hi, how's everyone doing?
Regardless.
Good?
You can appear on screen. And video
Looking at
chat while
the
playing a
Twitch
game.
chat, it sounds like Twitch chat is having the same. Twitch is having the same issue.
Here's how it looks with just the camera feed.
I'm way behind,
There
guys.
you go. I bet you like
Can
that.
you wait for me?
Please look forward to games which use your camera feed like this.
Oh,
okay.
No,
that
wait,
looks
wait.
good.
Go
That
left,
looks
go
good.
left, left.
Oh,
left.
God.
Let me
If I
fix
go a
it.
little more this way.
Using Game Chat.
Except that's just Mario
Even
Party.
when you're apart, you can play games and hang out as if you were together in the same room.
I wonder if
Play
it.
together,
I'm curious
or
as to how that
compete in
works.
Online multiplayer games.
Is this just Splatoon 3? I think so.
Chat
Okay, a lot of
with
these are
your
just Switch
personal
1 games.
favorites. Decide your own rules for a retro game competition. Or hold a sports competition between families. All together, anytime, anywhere. Game Chat.
Compatible USB camera required for game chat.
What did you think?
It doesn't just have a camera
In
built
developing
in.
Game Chat, our goal was for you to enjoy playing online with others more closely.
I wonder if you
including
need
family and friends.
a Switch specific
Almost as if
camera
you're all
or if
playing
it's just
together
any
in the
camera.
same place.
Any USB camera.
The camera
Yeah,
you
the
saw
Switch
in the
2
trailer
camera.
is the Nintendo Switch 2 camera, which will be available on the same day as Switch 2.
I would expect it to be. I don't
A
necessarily
Nintendo
want
Switch
one
Online
though.
membership will be required to use Game Chat.
Yeah.
However, since we'd like as many people as possible to experience Game Chat, it will be available without a membership for a limited time. We hope you'll try it out. Additionally, Game Chat supports the Nintendo Switch Parental Controls app, and different settings can be adjusted. For example, whether parental permission is always required.
We don't
when the child
need
wants to use Game Chat to
Any
play with
Uno
their friends.
moments.
We'd like to introduce another new experience you can share with family and friends. On Nintendo Switch, even if you just have one game, you can pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend and play together. But on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play together locally on multiple systems using just one game, with Game Share. As shown
So,
here,
download
even
play?
games that require multiple screens can be played if one person owns a compatible game. With Game Share, you can temporarily share compatible
Yeah,
games
it's
with
download
others
play.
who also have Nintendo Switch 2 or a Nintendo Switch system.
Does this work with
You can
anything?
share a game with up to 3 other systems at a time. GameShare also supports online play with other Switch 2 systems, and you can use it with friends via Game Chat, which we showed earlier.
So you can use this.
GameShare can only be used with compatible
Okay, yeah, it's not for
This
everything.
feature is planned for several titles,
Mario
starting
Odyssey?
with a free update
Big
for
Brain
Clubhouse
Academy.
Games 51 Worldwide Classics on Nintendo.
I assume that's a game that already exists and I
GameShare
forgot
support is
about
also
it.
planned for select games
I'm pretty sure.
exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2, so we hope you'll look forward to it.
Up next,
Sounds familiar.
we'd like to
You know,
show you
the sound effect's not
Nintendo
as satisfying
Switch
when
2
it's
system
delayed
itself.
significantly.
Please take a look.
Same thickness.
At 7.9 inches, Switch
I
2
didn't
has
know
a
you could just
bigger
go on the
built-in
water.
screen. Here's how that compares to Nintendo Switch. The system's thickness remains the same. With approximately double the pixels compared to Switch, you can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen.
Okay, so I wasn't sure if they would have updated the screen at all. Up to 120.
The screen supports up to 120 frames per second, allowing for smoother gameplay and
What you're
smoother
saying is it's going to be very expensive.
The LCD screen is more vivid and supports HDR, providing more contrast between light and dark areas of the images. The all-new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect magnetically. Strong magnets keep the controllers firmly attached to the system. Detach your controller easily by pressing the release button on the back.
I think that's like to make it less likely to
SL and SR buttons are bigger for greater comfort and control
break,
when playing
whatever.
with the Joy-Con 2 held horizontally. The left and right sticks are now larger.
Mouse controls.
Each
What is this
Joy-Con
actually
2
for?
Controller can be used as a mouse to play with compatible games. Both the left
You could
and
use
right
them both at
Joy-Con
once,
2
even.
support mouse controls.
No
By
elaboration
adjusting
on
the
that.
audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer and more natural in handheld and tabletop modes. It has a built-in microphone, so you can voice chat with friends.
I'm really
anytime
curious as to
via
what the
game
mic
chat.
actually sounds like.
It also uses noise-canceling technology to filter sounds, so your voice will come through clearly.
I mean, I've heard that sort of thing before. It usually doesn't sound great.
Even if you don't have a surround sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you.
I don't know what you're referring to.
Place your Nintendo Switch 2 however you like with a large, sturdy stand. You can move it freely, like this. In addition to the USB-C port found on the bottom of the system, there's one on top as well.
I guess having the one on the bottom is kind of...
USB-C camera
Oh, sure.
or charging in tabletop mode.
You could, I guess you could do those at the same time if for some reason you want to do that.
Nintendo Switch 2 comes
I thought I was
with
just gonna say, they're both
256
32
gigabytes of
gigabytes.
internal storage, 8 times that of Nintendo Switch, for storing your game downloads, save data, and more. Reading and writing data is also faster.
The dock
Use
is
the Nintendo Switch
rounded.
2 dock to connect to your TV and enable up to 4K resolution for compatible games. HDR is also supported. in
60
TV.
FPS maximum for 4K. That's not... I think that PS5 is the same, actually, isn't it? I don't know if there's anything that does 4K 120, is there?
The Nintendo Switch 2 dock has a built-in fan that keeps your system cool. This helps keep performance stable.
The other dock doesn't have a fan, does it?
On Nintendo Switch 2, you can
I think
play
it's just the Switch
Nintendo
itself.
Switch 2 games, as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games. Physical and digital games are supported.
Not full backwards compatibility being implied. They said that already about how certain games you won't be able to play. And the assumption is that means stuff like Ring Fit
Just saw
or Labo
Nintendo
that you
Switch
physically
2
cannot
isn't
play
simply an improved Nintendo Switch.
because those are not
Redesigned
possible
the system from the ground
with
up
the
to pack
the
and
Joy-Con
box
being
gameplay
like larger
features.
and differently designed. You
And
can't
to
do
help
that
players better understand the Switch 2 hardware.
unless they announce Ring
we're
Fit
currently
2.
developing this game. Mr. Kawamoto.
Is this the
Hello.
tech demo game?
My current location
1-2 Switch
is
3.
actually inside the game itself.
Yeah, okay.
This is Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour.
Yeah, okay, sure. It's,
Exclusive to Nintendo
it's
Switch 2.
barely a game. I assume this is
Standing
free
over
then, also.
Okay, everyone, join me inside the game. There are a lot of question mark icons here. Let's examine them.
Where are the
This
magnets?
sign reads,
And how do they
"Where
work?
are the magnets?" The Joy-Con 2 controller.
That's my question.
With magnets.
That's my question
And
that
these
I have every
magnets are
day.
inside the system.
Okay, could really
The SL
into the
and SR
internals.
buttons on the Joy-Con 2 are made of metal. So that's how they attach to the system. A magnetic circuit is formed between them, so they won't easily detach.
Okay.
Through examining
How
signs
Rumble
like these,
works.
you can discover all sorts of secrets about Nintendo Switch 2. Another example, the Joy-Con 2 controllers have mouse controls. And when combined with the gyroscopes, you can even do something like this. You can adjust the position of the golf club and aim for the
Speed
cup
golf.
by rotating the Joy-Con 2.
Why would you want
By
to?
combining
I don't
the mouse
know, but
controls and gyroscopes, things like this are possible.
I'm curious as to how
There are
well
secrets to discover even as you're playing
these
video games
mouse
and tech
controls
demos.
work with
Some of the secrets range from the unique features of the system to tiny details you might
HD
not
Rumble
notice until
too.
they're pointed out.
Still
There are plenty.
doing HD Rumble.
Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour will launch as a paid digital game.
Oh, this isn't free.
As Nintendo Switch 2. So please check it out if you're interested.
I don't know that I am.
Now, I'd like to share some more information regarding Nintendo Switch 2. This is the game card.
Yeah, it's like, well, you need like a mouse pad or something?
It's the same shape.
Because I assume they didn't say anything about it being specifically designed to work well on a carpet or something like that. Or a couch or whatever.
Additional storage.
So I don't assume most people have a desk.
With micro SD express cards. They're a different type of SD card and will make high-speed data transfers possible.
I don't think that's the type that I have.
Please note that regular micro SD cards used for Nintendo Switch will not be compatible. Additionally, to
Is it like,
transfer data from Switch to Switch 2,
the
you can log
SD
into
card
Nintendo
equivalent to like an
Switch to
SSD?
use the system transfer feature. With this feature, you can transfer save data, digital games, and more. We're also releasing a new Pro Controller. It has a C button, which launches Game Chat, and on the back, there are new GL and
GL and
which you can
GR?
use to assign existing button controls. In addition,
So they don't
audio
specifically
jack
do
has been
anything?
added. We've introduced
that's
a few new
good to have,
features, and after
finally.
today's presentation, the official Nintendo Switch 2 website will go live. There will also be an Ask the Developer article on the website, where the three of us will talk about the development of Nintendo Switch 2. We hope you'll check that out as well.
And now, the Nintendo Switch 2 launch date.
Today.
Nintendo Switch 2 launches on
No, it's
June
June
5th.
5th.
We're very much looking forward to the day when you all get to experience it.
That's,
so please wait just a bit longer.
What is June 5th, out
Now.
of curiosity? That is a Thursday.
Broadly speaking, on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play 3 types of games. The first
What
type
does that
is
mean?
Nintendo Switch 2 games. These games take advantage of the performance and features of Switch 2. The second type is compatible games that were released on Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch 2 edition games are the third type.
Yeah, I saw something about that
Some games
on,
that were released on Switch will receive upgraded versions that offer things like
I
improved
assume
visuals,
those are not
unique
free.
ways to play on
If they're
Switch
called
2,
Switch 2
and more.
Edition.
Now, I'd like
Plus
to show you
Jamboree
the Nintendo Switch 2
TV.
edition of Super Mario Party Jamboree. Please take a look.
Yeah, I assume those are not free upgrades.
Super Mario Party Jamboree.
It wouldn't really
is
make
getting
sense
an
for it to be.
upgrade on Nintendo Switch 2.
Especially if there's new content.
The upgrade expands on the base game and adds new features, including mouse controls,
Yeah, I figured there had to be something because they were showing like the camera thing.
more expressive rumble, and gameplay that uses a camera accessory, all of which can be accessed on Switch 2. Let's check out
GameCube
three new
Mario
and
Party is
updated
back.
modes.
Mike mini games.
Is Mario Party mode.
It's time for him to come back.
With a single camera, up to 4 players can join the festivities. You'll be able to see each other's faces as you play, so you can experience
Oh, God.
reactions and emotions in real time.
You know,
Four
do
friends
you
can take
do
the
you want
party
to?
Online. Up next, it's Bowser Live, a mode where the live
Watch your
team
friends
wins.
flip you off in real time.
Bowser will bring you on stage 2. Hit blocks to collect the most coins. Guide an RC car with your voice. Go.
It's time to bring the iToy back.
Mini-games using
Let's
full
go.
body movement and sound. Finally, take a ride on the mouse-controlled carnival coaster. With the safety bar lowered and secured, you're off. Use mouse controls to shoot down enemies while you feel the bumps
Oh, I thought it
and
was like
rumbles
use
of
mouse
the
controls to
coaster.
not fall off the track or something.
When you enter a pipe, a mini-game will begin. There's a bouldering game where 2 players each control an arm, and one where you shake a can of spray paint.
It seems like
and
none of these
tag
specifically
objects.
need a mouse, just like
Enjoy the
yeah,
thrill of these
4-player
interactive
mouse
mini-games. How
seems.
quickly can you reach
How
the
is that supposed to
station?
work?
From mini-games that
They're still not
use
showing what people are using the
built-in
mouse on, like what
microphone,
surface.
mouse controls, and rumble. The biggest party yet is getting even bigger. Super Mario
Everyone
Party
used their
Jamboree,
knees.
Nintendo Switch 2
Yeah, I don't
edition,
know.
Plus Jamboree TV launches on Nintendo Switch 2, July 24th. Nintendo Switch 2 players who already own Super
How much
Mario
is the
Party
upgrade
Jamboree
pack?
can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 Edition Plus Jamboree TV by purchasing an upgrade pack.
The thing is, I don't. Most of it doesn't seem
Please look forward to a new Mario Party experience,
like
where you can see each other's reactions while playing.
like all that
Let's continue
appealing.
presenting some more Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games.
The mouse stuff in particular seems very tech demo-ish. Breath of the Wild Switch 2 edition, yeah. It's both of them.
Nintendo Switch 2 editions of The Legend
they
of
just
Zelda
run
Breath
better?
of the Wild and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom
Yeah, that's running
feature
at 60.
enhanced resolution and frame rates. And also support
Yeah,
HD,
gotta make sure you show
makes the image more vibrant.
show the Master Sword.
Smoother, higher definition graphics.
Watch this place without the
You can
frame
get
rate
even more
dying.
adventures in Hyrule using Zelda Notes. This new feature can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch app on smart devices.
It'll be renamed
It's
to
a
the Switch. This is
game-specific
the Switch
service that's
Online app.
exclusive to the Switch 2 editions of these titles. For example, it can help guide you to various locations, like shrines and Koroks you haven't found yet.
Guidance activating. Proceed north.
Okay.
Or you can share your creations using QR codes and send them to another player to create in their game.
This seems like it would have been much better when the game launched, but got GPS for
We hope
golden
these
poop.
features will make your adventures even
Well,
more
well,
enjoyable.
yeah, you need it. How else are you gonna find it? Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I notice all of these.
Kirby and the Forgotten Land. You'll be able
Yeah,
to
they're all
enjoy
like
an
adding
additional
some kind of new
story
content on top of
exclusive to the
just, well,
Nintendo Switch 2 edition,
Breath of the Wild and
along
Tears of the
with
Kingdom seems like they didn't add a
improved
lot.
graphics and frame rates. This story takes place in the Forgotten Land after being struck by a powerful meteor that's causing some mysterious changes. We hope you're looking forward to Kirby's new adventure. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond will have both
Okay,
a Nintendo
of course.
Switch and a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
Is that also going to be a launch game? Because they didn't give a date last time. And you can use
In
mouse
addition
controls,
to
of
standard
course.
controls, you can use mouse controls for intuitive gameplay.
I assume
on
there's also
Switch 2.
gyro. They never showed it, but I figured there would be.
Plus, you can explore the immersive world in 4K,
4K
at
60
frames per second, or enjoy smoother action in full HD
Or
at
120
frames per second.
You can do 720,
Choose
120 on
modes, both
in
of which
handheld
support
mode.
HDR, based on your preference and playstyle. Plus, Pokemon Legends ZA, which is scheduled to
If
launch
you'd like
later
to
this
play
week, will
Pokemon
not only receive
at a
Nintendo
decent
Switch
frame rate.
version, but a Nintendo Switch 2 edition as well.
I'm getting thrown off seeing
Taking advantage of
Pokemon
the
run
Nintendo
well.
Switch 2, you can enjoy your adventure in Lumio City with enhanced
This
resolution
isn't
and frame rates.
this isn't right.
The Nintendo Switch 2 edition games you just saw will be available.
Like
as both
Pokemon has
physical
no
and digital
has
versions.
no box art or anything.
And if you already own the Nintendo Switch version of a game, you can play the Nintendo Switch 2 edition by purchasing an upgrade pack. We hope you're looking forward to these Nintendo Switch 2 edition
So there's no upgrade. Well, there probably is an upgrade pack for the other
Next,
ones.
I'd like to introduce a brand new game featuring mouse controls with the Joy-Con.
Oh, I'm sure the Switch 2
controller.
versions are also 70
Please take a look.
by default. WarioWare. Could be, or could be not. Oh yeah, wheelchairs. I guess the whole point is that you can remove the mouse from the whatever surface. Wheelchair Rocket League, finally. The thing is, it feels like the mouse seems like one of those things that could easily end up being, what are you, I assume there's some way to jump or something. It's one of those things that could easily end up being like, something that... Wait, how'd you get 0.2 points? Like something they use early on that they just kind of... You don't see any games using after a certain point. Summer. Like HD Rumble in Switch 1. I think most people forget exists.
We hope you're looking forward to a new twist.
Even though they've established that HD Rumble 2 is a thing.
Next, here are some games from our publishing and development partners coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
GTA 6. Elden Ring. Okay, well, yeah, makes sense.
This world is in dire need of repair.
I assume it doesn't run great, since this, I imagine Switch 2 is probably a bit weaker than PS... I think, or no, what people were saying is like PS4 Pro. I guess if it's running stuff at 4K 60, it'd have to be like... Yeah, it's running not great.
I have no doubt you will become Elden Lord. May you take the throne.
Tarnished Edition. Is that a good... I don't know about that name. That doesn't seem like...
Hey, I'm Greg Kasavin from Supergiant
Okay.
Games. Here to say that Hades 2 is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Well, yeah, I would expect it to.
Our first sequel introduces the Princess of the Dead, an immortal witch out to vanquish the sinister...
Is it only on Switch 2, or is it going to be on Switch 1 also?
Beyond the underworld to the ends of the earth. Getting to know dozens of characters from Greek myth in a story that reacts to your every setback and victory. It's the kind of game you can quickly pick up...
Do they have a date? Because I know this is in early access right now.
More about Hades 2 later this year.
Okay, no. Capcom. Oni. Street Fighter 6? Sure. When was the last time a Street Fighter game has been on a Nintendo console? Okay, Ultra Street Fighter 2 doesn't count. A new one, I mean. There's Street Fighter 6 amiibo. Street Fighter 4 3D. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Initiating Arsenal boot sequence. Weapon safety.
Is this Vanquish?
All operating at normal levels. Testing data link.
No. No, it's not.
Normal. Commencing launch.
After 2 long wars where our freedom was restricted, we will finally be liberated.
This looks like Daemon X Machina, almost.
New arsenal, new equipment, and money. I'm for sale, and you're buying. Rebels!
I don't know that it is, but it might be the same studio. Daemon X Machina did announce a sequel? Did it?
The Sovereign Axiom.
I don't know about that.
Trinitas.
Maybe.
Zolgos completed a weapon that was created to destroy all humanity.
No! Because we're in the middle of a war. Don't you get it?
I won't just stop you. I'll tear you apart! All children bring hope to our lives, don't they?
Okay.
Hey,
all right.
Joseph R.
He's here.
Light. I'm super excited for Split Fiction to come to Nintendo Switch 2. The game is a story about friendship. You play as Mio,
It does look like it's running at like low settings.
Together, they get trapped in their own stories.
Maybe it just got ported to PC recently. It got ported to PC like a few years ago.
You're gonna love this one, trust me.
Like
you'll be able to play Split
6 years ago, maybe. I don't know.
At EA Sports, we're bringing fans together across the world, both on the pitch and on the gridiron. We're excited to announce
only those two.
Sports FC will be coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
I mean, I guess actually, wait, are those the only ones EA does?
Nintendo platform. EA Sports, it's in the game.
They don't have an NBA Live's not a thing anymore, right?
we are bringing Hogwarts Legacy to Nintendo Switch.
No, everything had sold really well on Switch, so.
With enhanced graphics and seamless world transitions, you'll be immersed in the Wizarding world like never before. And the new mouse controls on Switch 2 give you even more ways to experience the adventure.
What are you doing?
Discover the enhanced magic when Hogwarts Legacy launches on the same day as Switch 2.
Captain, is that mic supposed to be?
All right, Tony Hawk. This is. Wait, is this new footage? I mean, I think yeah, this is new footage, but. This is all 3 stuff. Skater Island? Okay. Why not? Okay.
Hello, this is Christian Elverdam from IO
I keep getting thrown off by the Hitman.
Our flagship title, Hitman World of Assassination, to Nintendo Switch 2. As the best assassin in the trade, Agent 47 does everything he can to accomplish his mission.
You know, this is an older game, so actually this won't have as much trouble
Very depending on the player's
running, I don't think.
Our ever-expanding
Or a little
will
older.
release on the same day as Switch 2. Plus, we are excited to bring another familiar agent to the platform.
Oh, they're finally showing the James Bond here, or are they just gonna... You know, they're just gonna mention that they're like, yeah, remember, we're making this. No, they have no footage.
James Bond. The world's favorite spy is coming to Nintendo Switch 2, so stay tuned.
That announcement felt like it was built for
The
Bravely
story
Default.
of light and shadow that never fades. It's
Bravely
Rainbow
Default 1?
Bravely
I never did finish that game.
Remastered in high definition. Featuring the Brave and Default command.
I have to assume this is not Switch 2 exclusive. That would be really weird.
Change and customize jobs to build out your very own party. Enjoy your adventure with upgraded features and advancements. And all new minigames with unique ways to play. Square and
I don't remember how far I got in the 3DS version. I don't think it wasn't very far.
HD Remaster. Set foot in Luxembourg as a warrior of light once more.
セガ龍が如くスタジオ代表の横山です。
Yakuza 0? Director's Cut specifically.
ディレクターズカットです。1988年
What does that mean? I don't know. What did the director do? Isn't the director not working on this game anymore? I don't think he works there.
発売日は Nintendo Switch 2の発売と同じ。
Don't worry about that.
今後のシリーズ展開にもぜひご期待ください。
Don't ask questions. I will ask all the questions. You cannot stop my
We'd like
questions.
to show a game being developed in collaboration with Nintendo. Please take a look.
Hyrule Warriors 3. It probably is Warriors. Triple A Games Studio. That sure is. Okay, I was right.
When the Zonai, who descended from the heavens, joined hands with the Hylians, who dwelled on the surface, their union led to a great and prosperous kingdom. But in time, a terrible evil arose.
The audio delay has made my brain
One which few
see the future.
generations would call the imprisoning war.
Perhaps you truly have traveled back in
Is
time.
this one gonna make Tears of the Kingdom story worse too? Why would it make it worse?
So that's Hyrule Castle? Then that must mean this really is the past.
Is there gonna be like no Link? Or My guess is it'll be a I wouldn't be surprised if like you get to the end of the game and then there's like a time travel thing and it's like, oh, we gotta summon Link to the past. Winter.
That was Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. It's being developed by Koei Tecmo Games.
Also, since they haven't mentioned it, I get the feeling Switch 1 games are not enhanced at all.
The untold story of the imprisoning war.
So like Age of Calamity probably does not run any better. Also, since they mentioned specifically
news about Nintendo Switch
stuff like Breath of the Wild, that being like an upgrade
you can
thing.
Continue to enjoy Nintendo Switch Online on Switch 2.
Yeah.
And with Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack, you can enjoy a new membership benefit exclusively on Switch 2. Please take a look at this.
GameCube. Yeah. I assume because emulating on Switch 1 probably doesn't run great.
Game library exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo Game
People will be very upset,
in 2001.
even though this is probably a GBA on 3DS situation. Wind Waker HD. It's finally here.
Controlling the wind using a mysterious baton, Link sets sail on an adventure across the Great Sea. The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker.
Soul Calibur 2? Why not?
A tale of souls and swords eternally retold. In this 3D
This version's never imported to anything, so.
And Link from the Legend of Zelda series enters the fray. Soul Calibur 2.
And hey, there's F-Zero.
World of white knuckle racing at speeds over 2,000 kilometers per hour.
Stop.
30 machines
Just stop asking us.
in death-defying races. Featuring the series' first machine customization and story mode, get ready to experience
Ooh, those cutscenes.
GX. In games that support multiplayer, up to 4 can play together locally or online.
Yeah.
Enjoy these classic games with clearer image quality and higher resolution than the original releases.
UI,
Also check the controls for each title and customize them to your liking.
Okay. I think you can customize all the controls in F-Zero GX anyway. Fire Emblem, Pokemon XD. I never did play that one. And also Coliseum Chibi Robo.
Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics, the Switch 2 exclusive game library coming to Nintendo
What
Switch
weird
Online
GameCube games are going to be put there?
launches the same day as the hardware's release.
Alright.
And a dedicated
I assume it's only
controller
those like
designed
first
after the
3.
original GameCube
Oh
controller
yeah, there was something
will
about
also be
GameCube
released.
controllers, I think.
It
New
can
GameCube
connect
controllers were leaked.
wirelessly and also has a C button to quickly access game chat.
I assume you could also just use, because I've got the
Exclusively available for
the other
Nintendo
one.
Switch
I've got
Online
the
members,
adapter.
also be available the same day
I
as
assume that will
Nintendo
also
Switch
work.
2.
Well, if the Pro Controller works, because on Switch 1 it works like a Pro
Familiar with the
Controller.
games, or haven't played them before, we hope you're looking forward to Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics. Of course, you can continue to play select games from the systems shown here on Nintendo Switch 2. Okay, let's see some more games from our publishing and development partners.
That's Deltarune. 3 and 4? Is that why it's been such a long gap? Actually, how long was it between 1 and 2? I don't remember. They're out now. It's been a while, and part of it was engine upgrades. Launch day. Oh no. Why are you everywhere? Why won't you leave me alone?
Our upcoming flagship Borderlands game will launch on Nintendo Switch 2. Borderlands
Randy Pitchford is my sleep paralysis demon.
Shoot your way through a world filled with wild enemies and outrageous weapons. We're still in development, and it's already the most ambitious Borderlands game we've ever made. Borderlands 4 will launch in 2025.
Shared with every other gamer.
We'll be showing a lot of the game in the months ahead, and there's more from 2K on the way.
Switch 2 version featuring a exclusive
We're releasing a Nintendo Switch 2 edition
flash drive
Sid
with the
Meier's
game.
Civilization
What's on it? Don't worry about that.
In Civ 7, you'll establish
It's
an
locked.
empire and guide your
Just don't worry about what's
people
on
throughout
it.
the ages of history. With the new mouse controls, players can enjoy a more intuitive gameplay experience. Civ 7 launches on the same
That makes
day as
sense.
Switch 2. And if you
I think
already
Civ
own
7
the
is already
Nintendo
on Switch
version,
1 right
you
now.
can experience mouse controls on Switch 2 by purchasing the upgrade. And we have even more news from 2K.
The thing is, it's like, yeah, I don't know.
I'm Lionel Jinx. And I'm Ben Bishop. Our final announcement for today is that WWE 2K.
Like, why get it on Switch 2? It's like you can get it on Switch 2 to use mouse controls. You could also just get it on PC, I guess. But I mean, I guess, you know, having a PC is another. I can run it as another matter.
Find this old tattered man. Off they went, armed with nothing but youthful enthusiasm and a profound lack of preparation. Boom! Terrible at steering a raft.
Lord of the Flies.
Awesome! You nailed it! Hook, line,
You
and
good?
sinker.
Nailed it.
Tastes amazing, doesn't
That's
it?
just. It's just
Really have started to master the
YouTube
survival
chat
thing.
itself. I'll just
It's everything. Let's set sail. This time
Cool.
for home.
Cool. I'll see if the Twitch stream
Hi,
is
I'm Dave Crooks from Dodge Roll.
Nope, Twitch stream is also frozen.
Here's the first look.
All right, well.
Gungeon 2. Dodge countless bullets and aim
You say
for the
Enter the
Gungeon
Gungeon too?
roguelike
Yeah,
shooter
just
sequel.
the stream in general.
Now
Max is
reloaded
still
in
watching?
3D art style.
I don't know what he's watching.
You can expect some fan favorite elements to return. We're still working on the game, and we're excited to share more with you in the future.
It's showing Civ 7. Why is the Twitch stream showing Civ 7? That's not right. Oh, okay. There's. No. I don't think this is what they were just showing. No. I don't know what they're showing right now, so. Give me a second. Gonna just,
My name is Adam Badowski from CD Projekt Red.
Nope, that's
we are
not-
delighted to bring the
didn't do
immersive
it.
world of the dark future to Nintendo players for the
I don't
first
know.
time.
Cyberpunk?
Cyberpunk 2077 is
Okay.
an open-world action-adventure RPG set in night.
Gonna do-
Thanks to Nintendo Switch 2, you can transport yourself to the city of dreams at home or on the
on.
go.
Don't just calm down, calm down, calm down. I'm getting it sorted out right now. Getting it sorted out right now. We're watching Max. We'll just do that. All right. This is fine. Don't worry about it.
インターグレードを発売いたします。
Yeah?
本作はミッドガル脱出までを描いた3部作シリーズの1作目となり、20年以上の時を経て
Wow.
再創作され
Looking like the PS4
た新しい
version.
FF7 を体験いただ
Let
き
me
ます。
turn that up.
スイッチ2
These
で
dudes out here working.
FF7 リメイクシ
These
リー
dudes
ズ
are out here
にぜひ
working.
ご期待ください。
More updates. Oh, they're. Oh,
Maybe I
what's
should. I don't know if I
happening
should
later,
put
dude?
the.
That's
Okay, well
another gift
now
sub
the
bet.
the Twitch stream is Hollow Knight Silk Song. I see there.
We have many gift sub bets to cash out.
Okay, well,
This is cool. This was a good game.
did it? I didn't. I wasn't paying attention. It didn't have a date. Just this year.
I don't-
Supposedly this year. Allegedly.
They just, bro. They just
They just threw that in there? They just threw 3 seconds of it, moving on?
Yeah, no, it's fine. What's the problem?
Hell? This is coming back? Holy shit.
Okay. Puyo Puyo Tetris 2S. Okay. Just... There we go. There's no sound. Don't worry about it. Okay. I just... This is a whole mess. Fast Fusion. You gotta have a fast game on Switch, the Switch launch, I guess. Righto. Was that just, oh, yep. Yeah, that makes sense. Basically, all the stuff that they already showed at the last Direct will, be there. Fortnite. Well, yeah, that'd be weird if it weren't. Ridge Racer? Ridge Racer 1, the arcade version. Is that a situation where I like Tekken, where it's like the PS1 version's better? Or like it looks better? Still delayed, but yeah, I don't know what happened there.
We've shown a lot of games so far. The next game will be the last from our publishing and development partners. Please take a look.
Not the last game, just the last third-party one. This is Monster Hunter? No. No, it's not. What am I saying? Bloodborne 2. What if it is, though?
My blood.
What if it is, though?
I give you my life. Turn, O wheel.
This looks like it could be FromSoft.
To a night of moonlight.
Is this Bloodborne, though?
To humanity's very dusk.
Werewolf game, if not. I don't know it. Werewolf game. I mean, so Bloodborne. Because it's more of a vampire game. Yeah, that's, vampire. Where's Bloodborne 2, they ask. Sony said nah. Nintendo's like, yeah, sure, give it to us, I guess. Makes sense they'd do it open world. I assume this is not Switch 2 exclusive. They just got the reveal trailer. Also, you can fly. That sure is a... Yeah, that's a Bloodborne. The thing is that, yeah, they can't do... Lies of B. They can't do... Oh god, I don't like that. You can't hide the Eldritch stuff. Because everyone knows already.
Close your eyes and contemplate now the moon.
Maybe it goes in reverse. First boss is Cthulhu, last boss is just like Dracula. You can turn into a dinosaur. You can become Riptor. I don't think that's a thing you can do, actually. I think that was an enemy, but you might be able to also, who knows. That's a new spell.
Tears will flow for one. And one alone.
The Duskbloods, okay. Not technically Bloodborne 2, but like, 'cause I think PlayStation might own the IP. They might own that name at least. Next year. Only on Switch 2. Okay.
What you just saw
All right.
was a brand new game by From Software.
That's
We'll be publishing
all
a
right.
creator's voice article where the game's director, Hidetaka Miyazaki, will share more details about the game, so please check it out when it's available. That's all from our publishing and development partners.
So one
We'd
more
like to thank the developers who
Nintendo
appeared today,
announcement, I'm guessing.
as well as our publishing and development partners who prepared footage for this presentation.
We would not like to thank whoever
In addition to
is
what you
working
saw
on the
today,
stream itself.
Our partners are working on many games coming to Nintendo Switch 2. We'll showcase more
I was gonna say you just did a sizzle reel.
Looking forward to
I
it.
assume you're not gonna do another one.
Next, please take a look at this.
I didn't say this is the last thing. Is it a Kirby? It's a star. It could be Kirby. Could be basically anything. Yeah, it's Kirby. Kirby Air Ride 2. Maybe it's Smash even. Yeah, given that it's showing like nothing, no, it's Air Ride. Air Ride's back. Is this what Sakurai's been working on? He's like, I'll only come back to Kirby if I can make Air Ride 2. Just Air Ride. Writers. Is that the font you're going with? Is it Sakurai? It is actually. Why do I keep making jokes that end up being true? Why do I keep doing this?
Kirby
He said he's been working on this game for like a couple years too.
System over 20 years ago is getting a brand new
They didn't
game.
show that in the list of
We hope you're
GameCube
looking
games. I assume
forward
it'll
to
be
Kirby Air
there
Riders,
eventually.
Directed by Masahiro Sakurai. Next is our last trailer for today. Please take a look.
Is it Mario? It's been a while since a 3D Mario. Or Donkey Kong, actually, because I see bananas. That's Donkey Kong. I remember rumors of a 3D Donkey Kong like 10 years ago or something like that. I don't even know. I don't even remember when. I don't think this is related to those. I think that just was a thing people were saying. He's a real furry. I forgot they like changed his design kind of. Why is I don't know how I feel about DK wearing pants. Okay. Can you just dig anywhere? Just destroy anything? What is... It's Jungle Beat 2. Okay. Alright, calm down, DK. Calm down. Calm down. He is going to murder everything and everyone. You cannot stop him. He will not be contained. You will dismantle the establishment. That's, of course. Gotta have a companion character. What was that? Bonanza. Misspelled though. Fan art machine go. I didn't want to acknowledge it. July 17th.
That was a brand new 3D platforming action game starring Donkey Kong, called Donkey Kong Bonanza. With incredible strength, smash through enemies, walls, the ground, and just about everything as you demolish your way through a massive underground world. More details will be shared in the future. We hope you're looking forward to it.
Are they going to show more in the next couple days?
To recap, Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th.
I should put that down in some kind of calendar. I should maybe get a calendar.
We'll release Nintendo Switch 2.
When are the pre-orders going up?
A bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart World.
That makes sense.
For more details, please check the official Nintendo Switch 2 website, which goes live later today.
Nintendo Today is the only calendar you need. Well, I need to remember to check it.
We've covered a lot of information, but that's all we have to share for today.
You'll have to wait just a bit longer for launch. We're very much looking forward to everyone being able to experience
launch is
Nintendo
only
Switch 2.
2 months out, so.
We appreciate you joining us today. Thank you very much.
Which is close to what they did with Switch 1. There's a lot of things there. Treehouse. They're not, okay, I was like, they're not going in the treehouse right now. This is what they'll be showing. Okay, so they will be showing Donkey Kong. Showing GameCube games. I don't know how useful that is, but... Just like, hey, just so you know. In case you forgot. That's gonna be there. The YouTube channel is still... the YouTube stream is still being weird. Do they have trailers? No, they don't have anything up yet. Okay, let me... Curious if, like, the Japanese one... Show it. Probably, I doubt it. I doubt they would have shown anything different. Oh, Nintendo Japan's YouTube channel has stuff up. We got trailers up. Something from 53 seconds ago. Switch to parental controls or something. Dragon Quest 1 and 2, that's from the other direct. The Kirby trailer. Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. Why does it say 7 minutes? That must have been on Switch 2 editions in general. That doesn't make any sense for that to be 7 minutes. This is the only version of this I can find, so. They didn't have this music before. Well, this is actually a proper trailer. This is not what they showed in the direct. It feels like, is this going to basically just be go through levels you've already gone through, but they're like remixed slightly? Because none of these look like completely new levels. Yeah, it's like there are new paths in the ones you've already gone to. Okay, well that's different. Waddle Dee has a little hat. I wonder if there are any new copy abilities, because I see there's new, like, mouthful stuff. But that's all I see. August 28th. Did that have a date? I don't remember them showing a date on that. Okay, they have the Switch 2 Direct itself up. I'm curious if this is not delayed. I assume this doesn't have the audio delay. Looks like it works properly. I can turn that down. Okay.
Let's go.
It feels like there's things they didn't talk about. I don't know if there's... Do you still have the cart customization? Well, you have to, definitely. It wouldn't make sense for that to not be here. Yeah, Peach is like wearing the dress. I guess that's because the outfits do something, but they didn't... I don't think they actually explained what they do. Just, like, they showed some kind of power-up that gives you a new outfit, but... Yeah, what is truck mode? It doesn't seem like a power-up. It seemed like it was just part of the stage. Yeah, it's not clear what those do. Are they just some kind of, like, stat boosts or something like that? I need to go back. There was... What was it? They showed the transformations. Mario's got that. Because they showed... Okay, yeah, no, Peach herself is in multiple. I was like, wait a minute. I think a lot of those are the outfits from, like, Mario Kart Tour. Yeah, so it's not even just one per character. Because at first I was thinking maybe it's just some kind of, like, powered up form. Also, were there no, but it clearly does something. Were there coins? Okay, yeah, there are coins. I was like, wait, are there no coins anyway? Okay.
A brand new entry in the Mario Kart series is launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Welcome to
the thing is, everyone has to have outfits and like multiple at that.
Some throughout various regions that span the globe.
Yeah, what would I don't know what they would do. I wonder. You know what it could be? It could be something like a
conditions.
That's I didn't even notice that. Guess the 4 outfits for the cow. I refuse.
The atmosphere.
That's a great King Boo costume. I wonder if, because I was thinking, like, does everyone have the same number of outfits? They might not. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't. It might be that you choose your outfit before, and then it just does something when you're in your powered up form. It's like, yeah, they're gonna have 4 outfits, 5 outfits or whatever for King Boo.
Will change.
Like, I don't think so.
And in this Mario Kart game,
there's a bee, there's a crab, there's just a penguin. Are those even playable, or can you just play as every single like enemy? What am I?
You can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world. In the classic Grand Prix, race through 4 courses.
Must be able to fill out 24 racers. Like, I'm almost wondering if it's like a situation like the well, that's not even that's not the same thing. I was gonna say Sonic Riders with the robots, but you can still play as those. I'm more like the Shy Guys in DS. Is Shy Guy playable in DS normally? I actually don't even know.
But don't sleep at the wheel. You'll also drive to the next course as part of the competition.
Is that okay? So I thought that was just Gold Wario for a second. No. Cataquack. That's a fish. It's just it's a skeleton fish. How does it ride a bike?
With 24
Don't
drivers in each race,
just don't question it, I guess.
history, the competition is gearing up.
Weirdly, I don't see Diddy Kong anywhere.
Introducing Knockout Tour.
Is Diddy Kong not gonna be in like the base roster again? Actually, this is a different set of
Race.
This is a different set of cups. This is completely different from the other one. How many tracks are in the base game?
Non-stop from one corner of the world to another. There are multiple.
So are all the cups like all a bunch of tracks that are like right next to each other?
Checkpoint, you'll be eliminated. Can you make it all the way to the finish line?
And I guess probably the only way to have it. I wonder if you go one lap through all of them, or
you can also freely drive around.
Those, you know, that could be different tracks that are all only one lap.
By going off-road, you can explore new areas and routes. So drive wherever your heart takes you.
How large is the world, I wonder?
You can also go for scenic
Does
drives
Yoshi
with
just
friends,
change color with his
and
costumes?
even take photos together at different locations.
Alright, I did technically miss part of this because I was swapping over to other streams and stuff. Yoshi just had an outfit. Yeah, it had an outfit, but like does the outfit also switch his color, or is that separate?
World starts here. Mario Kart World.
Or yeah, that's just you can play as everyone. There are 2 Goombas. Those are okay. No, those is just it's not even like slightly. How many costumes is Goomba gonna have? What is the fishbone? What does it do? What costumes does it get?
The game launches
Just give it like a little scarf or something. I don't know. What can you put that thing in?
More details about this title will be shared in an upcoming Mario Kart.
Somehow it has 10 outfits.
So be on the lookout for more information in the future.
Mario Kart World launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. We'll share more details in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it.
I was kind of.
The voice is recognized by a microphone.
The audio
built
was
into the
messed up
system.
during this.
But you're still behind me, right?
Someone just like.
I don't think.
This is where I have.
Oh dang! Oh really? Wait, actually, guys, I got a call coming right now, so I'll be right back. Yeah. Okay.
Goomba could have 4 to 5
You can
outfits.
quickly and easily mute yourself.
It's funny how they have to
and
specify that you can mute
more.
yourself.
And there's this.
Um,
How's everyone doing? Good?
You can appear on screen.
Don't think
and
any of
video
this
chat while
is.
playing a game. Your face is on here.
Wait, Nick, how was your test yesterday?
It was good.
No.
Here's how it looks with just the
Is
camera.
that thing?
There you go.
Welcome Tour, which is for some reason not free.
On the same day as Nintendo.
I'm curious as to how much it is, because 1-2 Switch was what, $50? Was it 50? I think it was. I don't think it was 60. I think it was 50, which is still like way too much for 1-2 Switch. So I feel like this is like you can't charge more than like 10. No, it's gonna be probably 20.
Switch 2.
20 is like more than. I feel like it's more than most people would care to spend. 10 is like people do it. They'd be annoyed still, but like they do it. I mean, people will do it at 20, but like I don't. Most people won't. They'll be like, yeah, I don't care enough. That's not worth doing.
So please check it out if you're interested.
And micro SD
Now-
Express, which I think if I wanted more information on those, I would have to
have
just
much faster data
look those up
read
separately. It's red.
Next up is additional storage.
I mean, can they change the color?
Switch 2 will only work with micro SD Express cards.
Something about system transfer?
Additionally, to transfer data from Switch to
Hold on.
Additionally, to transfer data from Switch to Switch 2, you can log into your Nintendo account to use the system transfer feature. With
Okay.
this feature, you can transfer save data, digital games, and more.
I'll have to get an
also
Express.
releasing a
What are
new
the
Pro
largest
controller.
Express cards even
It has a
available
C
right
button,
now?
which launches Game Chat, and on the back there are new GL and GR buttons, which you can use to assign existing button controls.
C128, 256.
In addition, an
1
audio jack
terabyte.
has
That's
been
just
added.
a regular micro SD
We've
though.
introduced a few new features. and after
653.
today's presentation,
I didn't
the
pay that
official Nintendo Switch
little
2
for that.
website
That's not.
will
That's
go
not.
live.
That's,
There will
right.
also be an Ask the Developer article on the website, where the three of us will talk about the development of Nintendo Switch 2. We hope you'll check that out as well.
For an Express specifically,
And now, the Nintendo Switch 2
the
launch
SanDisk's own website, I guess, would be the
Nintendo Switch 2
256 is the highest they have at
We're very
$60.
much looking forward to the day when you all get to experience it, so please wait just a bit longer.
I assume it's like a is it akin to an SSD?
Now, broadly speaking, on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play 3 types of games. The first type is Nintendo Switch 2 games.
So Switch 2 editions. They didn't say anything about specifically how much they cost or whatever,
Ride an RC car with your boy.
or how much the upgrade is.
Can upgrade to Nintendo Switch.
There might be information on that
Nintendo
somewhere
Switch 2
else.
editions of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and The Legend of
Um,
Zelda Tears of the Kingdom feature enhanced
Does
resolution
it
and frame
does it just make it run better? Is that basically it?
and also support HDR, which makes the image more vibrant. So you can play with
Does
smoother,
it just like look and run better?
high-definition graphics. Plus, you can get even more out of your adventures in Hyrule using Zelda Note,
Which is
Nintendo
just the
Switch
app
to
thing,
the smart
which
devices.
is this
It's a
only for the Switch
game-specific
2
service
version?
That's exclusive to the Switch 2 editions
Yeah.
of these titles. For
And
example,
I imagine there's no
helps
real
guide you to
reason it
various
needs to be.
locations, like shrines and proceed north. Other players.
And it sounds like that's kind of the only thing they're adding. So I'm curious as to how much that upgrade costs.
In Kirby and the Forgotten Land,
I'm
you'll be
guessing
able to
10 would
enjoy
make
an
sense.
additional story exclusive to the Nintendo
Actually,
Switch
Tears of the
2
Kingdom is more
edition, along
expensive.
with improved graphics
Because
and
that's
frame
already a $70 game. So I'm curious as to how much the Switch 2 version is. Is it also going to be 70 or is it going to be...
Forgotten Land after being struck by
I assume it's just
powerful
also
wind
70.
that's causing some mysterious changes.
I doubt they would make it 80 for... there'd be like no real reason to do
Nintendo
that.
Switch
80 incoming? I don't think so. I think all of the games are going to be 70.
In addition to standard controls, you can use mouse controls for intuitive gameplay on Switch 2.
Let me see
Plus,
if
you
Nintendo's
can
own
explore the
website
immersive
has
world in
information
4K
on
at 60
this.
frames per second, or enjoy smoother action in full HD.
Ask
at
the developer
120
Nintendo
frames per
Switch
second.
2.
Choose from these two modes, both of which support HDR, based on your preference and playstyle. Plus, Pokémon Legends ZA, which is scheduled to launch later this
Is
year,
not-
will not only receive a Nintendo Switch version, but a Nintendo Switch 2 edition as well.
It's not much information.
By taking advantage of the power of Switch 2, you can enjoy your adventure in Lumio City with enhanced resolution and frame rates.
Zelda stuff.
The Nintendo Switch 2 edition games you just saw will
No.
be available as both physical and digital.
I'm looking at like the Zelda website to see if it has any specific
And
information,
if you already
but I don't
own
see
the
anything.
Nintendo Switch version of a game, you can play the Nintendo Switch 2 edition by purchasing an upgrade pack. We hope you're looking forward to these Nintendo Switch 2 edition games.
Next, I'd like to introduce a brand new game featuring mouse controls with the Joy-Con 2 controllers. Please
They
take a
don't
look.
have anything. Mario Party Jamboree. No, there's nothing about like how much the thing is. How about, has anyone else found anything? Nintendo Switch 2 on My Nintendo Store. Invites will go out to people who register their interest. Invitation emails will be prioritized on a first-come, first-served basis to registrants who have purchased a Nintendo Switch Online membership with a minimum of 12 months of paid membership and a minimum of 50 total gameplay hours as of April 2nd. Okay. Okay, so the Switch... Oh, right, they didn't even actually list the price. Switch 2 itself is $450. And then the bundle, that's $500. So $450. $500. I was figured it would be somewhere between $400 and $500. I'm very curious if it's any higher than it would have been, say, a couple months ago. Because I wouldn't be surprised if they've had to raise the price higher than it would. But I feel like if they would have had to raise the price, they would have had to raise it even higher. So either that's the price they were already going to go with, or maybe 400. But I don't know. I don't know. I will register my interest.
In Drag and Drive, you'll use both.
The thing is, you can only register my interest for one version, for either the bundle or the not bundle.
We
So
hope you're looking forward to a new twist on 3 matches using dual mouse controls. Next, here are some games from our public.
hold on, I'm gonna just pause this. Let's see. Where are you? When will I be notified about my invitation to purchase Nintendo Switch 2? Starting May 8th. Additional batches of invitation emails. I'm curious as to how many there will be. Well, they're definitely not going to say that. Invitees will have 72 hours from the time when the email is sent to complete their purchase. As of April 2nd, 2025, so as of today, you must have been the one who purchased any Nintendo Switch Online membership. You must have had any paid Nintendo Switch Online membership for a minimum of 12 months, and you must have opted in to share gameplay data, which I have no idea if I have. I have no idea if I did that or not. That's really specific. I probably did. Because I probably was like, I usually only opt out of that if I feel like there's a reason I want to opt out. I think I most likely opted in. Unless, if it was just a thing that was automatically asked. But otherwise, I don't know. That's a really specific requirement. I have no idea where I would even check that. I guess I could just check my Switch. Or I can try. If I can get out of this chair. I can't. I'm stuck. Okay. I always forget this. Why won't you let me in? Okay, I don't know. The buttons are not working. Where would I find that? Data management, maybe? Users? System? I don't know where I would find that. Share error information? It's not gameplay data. Whoops. I don't know what that means exactly. There is a thing that says share error information, but I don't know if that's what they mean. Data management. No. Internet? No. Oh, maybe internet settings, perhaps? I doubt it. It error history. No, okay. I don't know where I would find that. Is that a Switch Online thing? It just says that you must have opted in to share gameplay data. Which, I don't know if error data is gameplay data. That doesn't seem like the same thing. Membership options and support. Why does it say the family membership is cheaper? I don't understand. I have to assume I must have done that at some point. Probably. Since I don't see an option anywhere. I assume I must have done that. I don't know. I'm going to just guess that I have, but that's not based on anything. What payment types? Yeah. My Nintendo Store does not accept Nintendo eShop gift cards. It's not an eShop, so that makes sense. Yeah. I assume you would get it on release day. Please note that release day delivery is not guaranteed due to processing and shipment times. Okay. They probably will try to get it to you on release day, but that's... June 5th, yeah. Wait, The Duskblood's a brand new multiplayer game by From Software. So it's Elden Ring Night Rain. But it's Bloodborne Night Rain. It sounds like. That's not what I thought that was. Also, this is unrelated to the Switch 2, the Monster Hunter stuff. Wilds had the update. Or well, I don't know. I don't think the update's there yet. But they have like a leaderboard thing for like I think for Arena Quests, because they're adding Arena Quests and then there's leaderboards for it, and they have a bunch. This tweet is so long. It's just like, hey, there's leaderboards. By the way, here's 7 sentences about how if you cheat, we will come for you when we will kill you. Like most of it is that it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 separate sentences about cheating and you can get banned and here's how to report anyone. and then a couple sentences like players can earn rewards from these quests solo or support hunters too. They just go and pretend that they didn't just say all that. It's like okay. Anyway, Donkey Kong, July 17th. Oh God, when is put the fine print down thread? No. Absolutely not. When is the Somnium Files thing? Spike Chunsoft. That is July 25th. Donkey Kong is July 17th, so it's exactly 1 week after Donkey Kong. We have a week to finish Donkey Kong. Okay. That game probably will not, Pre-orders begin April 9th. So I could pre-order it separately from Nintendo's own thing. If I can find a pre-order. That seems like that will be very difficult to do. It's always interesting when they, when there's like a press release about like what about the Switch 2. It's interesting when they show these things and it has like, here's what this console comes with, and they list like things like there's the grip, the straps, an HDMI cable, charging cable. It's like things. It's like you don't need to list that. I mean, I guess you do kind of, because if you didn't, then people would just for no reason assume it's not there. But there's also the Japanese price. Mario Kart World, 8,980 yen. I don't know what that is actually equivalent to. That is almost exactly $60. So the game's actually not going to be $70? I'd be very surprised. It is $60.01 exactly. Okay, yeah, and then there's Enter the Gungeon 2, which I was not able to watch that trailer. Didn't see it. Kirby Air Riders. Directed by Sakurai. Game pricing is going to be a bit variable now. I mean, that's already been the case. Kind of. Yeah, the Duskbloods is a multiplayer game. I noticed they said exclusively to Switch 2. They did not say as a timed exclusive or something like that. I assume it is. But for whatever reason, they did not say that. Hold on, where was... Usually they will specify. But it's probably, I get the feeling if it's probably going to be exclusive for a while. Learn more about the game from director Hidetaka Miyazaki in a creator's voice article available from April 4th. Is Ridge Racer only on Switch too? That'd be really weird. Was Kunitsugami on Switch? On Switch 1? I don't actually remember. Or I don't know. Wild Hearts S. Okay. It was Wild Hearts, why not? Pretty sure it wasn't. Star Wars Outlaws. And Silk Song, of course. Okay, Cyberpunk is at launch. I'm very curious as to how that runs on Switch 2. Probably similar to however it runs on like PS4 now. It said, okay, remake integrate. I was like, wait, was it? Yeah, not Rebirth. Okay, yeah, the Switch 2 stream went, yeah, it went down for everyone. Borderlands 4, Civ 7, GameCube games, Wind Waker, Soul Calibur 2, F-Zero GX. It seems like I assume it's all that'll be there at launch. Because I remember the N64 when they put that out, it had like not very many games at launch. Well, the actual N64 that is true of, but I mean on Switch Online, they only had like 4 games or something like that. I'm sure I get that. Oh, they have more of a list of Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, Pokemon XD, Super Mario Strikers, Chibi Robo, Luigi's Mansion, Super Mario Sunshine. Okay. You know what? How does Super Mario Sunshine work without analog triggers? I'm really curious. They are, I mean, I know they did. I mean, how do any of these work? Anything that needs it anyway. Most games don't use it for anything. 3D All-Stars already had the, where you had the, like, use each trigger for a different functionality, basically. Like you had one for, like, spraying harder and one for spraying not as hard, but it's only 2 levels and there's more granularity in the actual GameCube version. And so, like, 3D All-Stars, it's like you can spray it probably a little lighter than you'd actually want to. Like, I feel like it should have been, what they should have done with that is make it, like, the maximum amount by the GameCube controller again. I'm also curious if the old GameCube controllers will work properly, or if the analog triggers won't work. I actually have no idea. I don't know how they're programmed. If it treats it as though you're using a Pro Controller and doesn't care beyond that, then I don't know. Need a C button? Oh no, it'll work. If the GameCube controller works, which it should. Because it works on Switch 1, it works on anything, because it treats it as though you have a Pro Controller connected. It doesn't actually know what you have connected. Or maybe it does? I don't know. Either way, the games treat it exactly the same. It's not like the Wii U, where it's like it works for Smash and nothing else. Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, with no link to be found, which is interesting. I wonder if Zelda will still just transform into Link. Bravely Default HD Remaster. Switch 2 launch day. The Project 007, which is not... It didn't show anything new. Just, like, yeah, that still exists. Sonic Pro Skater. It says summer. What was the date on that? Isn't that May? July 11th? Yeah. So is it July? It could end up being slightly later. I wonder why it just says summer and doesn't specify more than that. Wait, Fiction at launch. Yeah, no, Daemon X Machina, they didn't announce that sequel. Street Fighter 6 is getting amiibo. Luke, Jamie, and Kimberly. What is up with Luke's face? What's going on? What's up with Jamie's face also? Both of those look a little iffy. Luke is it's yeah. Yeah. Don't worry about it. It's just how he looks, man. That's what happens. That's what happens to people in Memphis. There'll be a standard edition and a Years 1 to 2 Fighters edition is an interesting name. It has all the DLC. Wait, amiibo figures and amiibo cards compatible with the game. And they have 22 amiibo. Do you... I assume the cards don't come with the game. Figures of the trio and cards for everyone else. Yeah. Well, the cards also for them. Interesting that Luke is number 1. Okay, they have all the new characters first, but then Juri. Ryu is number 11. Juri, DJ, and Cammy, you come before Ryu for some reason. Whoops. That's the internal character numbering? Yeah, but like why though? I understand the new characters being first, but like I don't follow Juri, DJ, and Cammy being before Ryu. I don't know what the logic is there. Chun-Li is 16th After Honda and Blanca, World Warriors came last and in character select order. But like, but I don't know. Anyway. I think the last time they did cards was for... Was it just the, that Animal Crossing game? I don't think it was even for... It wasn't... what was it? Happy Home Designer? Drag X Drive. Actually, I think he said Dragon Drive when he... Which seems to just be a mouse control tech demo. There wasn't... They didn't have like a price on that. Nintendo of America. Okay, now Nintendo of America is uploading stuff. Is this just literally the footage from seems to just be the Switch, the direct footage. Yeah, I figured it was like, because I think I saw someone, I saw people talking about like, oh, I wonder if you'll be able to use both mice at once. And it's like, yeah, but like, why would you do that? I figured it would be a thing where it's like, yeah, you could probably do that, but only for specific games that are designed around it, and then most games are going to forget that the mouse controls even exist. There's going to be something that'll come out where someone will say, why does this not have mouse controls? And it's like, I don't know, they just didn't feel like putting it in, I guess, for just the Switch 2 version. Because whenever Nintendo has a thing like that, it always ends up being like you have third-party games that release on everything. And then after a while, they're like, yeah, we can just not do that. We can just ignore that. I wonder if it's like, is it like you get 3 points from, you know, going past the 3-point line and then anything closer? So that's why it's 0.2 for a dunk. Instead of it just being 2 points or 3 points, it's funny how it's like you can do all these trick shots, but then it's like, I mean, just summer. There's nothing about a price. No. I guess we just won't get information on that for a while. Let's see. Nintendo Switch 2 overview trailer. It's just on like all the technical stuff. Mario Kart World. You can close the Japanese. Wait, no, actually, maybe I shouldn't. Just double check to make sure there's not something in the Japanese Direct that is different. There is something. I do see something that I do not recognize. Well, that might have been in the English. Okay, that was definitely not. I was gonna say it might have been in the English Direct, but maybe just wasn't. Was only in the sizzle reel or something, but no. No, it was not. Two, of course, you know. I love the first one. Is this just... I was gonna say, is this just like Chibi Dead by Daylight? I don't know if this is like a asymmetric multiplayer thing at all, or if it's more like a... I don't know. And then another thing. I know for sure was not there. Just wondering why that was so quiet. Ah, yes, of course. I understand completely. Question mark. I don't know what specific I don't know what this specifically is. I was going to say Idolmaster, but I don't know if I recognize any of these. I'm not familiar enough with Idolmaster to know. No, it doesn't seem like it. Okay, well. It's possible there's stuff in the sizzle reels. I'm not gonna search through those though to figure that out. Would have banged on the English stream. I don't think it would have. There's just way more on the Japanese side. There's like way more trailers listed there. Like, did they not have the English trailers ready yet? Like, were they not fully uploaded? I don't know. Maybe because it's earlier in the day, they couldn't whoever's job it was to upload them did it a little later. Whereas it's just like it's like 11. I think it's like past midnight for Japan right now. Something like that. Partner Spotlight Sizzle Reel Partner Spotlight Part 2. Should just rewatch it all. Why not? I could also just watch the actual stream. That would, you know, make sense to do maybe more than this. Just Silksong, just... Yeah. It's funny to see all this stuff that they showed during the Switch, the last Direct last week. You know, Wild Hearts is such a weird... I think most people forgot Wild Hearts existed. It's like a bunch of stuff they showed last week, but some of it's just like running way better. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I think I tabbed out at this point. You know what? Because Shinin always does some crazy stuff with hardware, so like, I feel like that game is going to just like inexplicably run at like 4K 120 for no reason. Like, even though they said like, yeah, it can only do 4K 60 or 1080 120, and it's like Shinin's like, all right. You want to let's test that theory. Yeah, this isn't so this is mouse controls in Fast Fusion. Were there mouse controls? I was not, where was that? Fast Fusion. I do not see, no, but imagine. I mean, I can imagine it. I could see it. Could see it happening. Partner Spotlight. I don't think there's anything. Deltarune. This is just a bunch of trailers. What was the date on that? Launch day. So, June 5th. I assume that's when it comes out for everything else too. Randy Pitchford, get out of my face, please. Please go away.
Switch 2 edition of Sid Meier's Civilization 7. In Civ 7,
Okay, it was like in the middle of this, it just, the stream just died.
Tastes amazing, doesn't it? Really have started to master this survival thing. Next stop, the top.
I don't even know what the name of this game was.
Nicely done. Well, I think that's everything. Let's set sail. This time, for home.
Survival Kids. The sequel to Snowboard Kids.
I'm Dave Crooks.
It's
from
not.
Control. Here's the first look at Enter the Gungeon 2.
Oh, is this one not sprite-based?
Dodge countless bullets and aim for the Gungeon's depths in our roguelike shooter sequel. Now reloaded in a new 3D art style.
Okay, I can see why this is not on Switch 1. Okay, never mind.
We're still working on the game.
I didn't...
Excited to share more.
Yeah, that's not gonna run on Switch 1. That's not gonna happen. I feel like this was already shown somewhere else. Was this Astroneer or is this something else? Starseeker was the name? Close enough. I think Astroneer might have also been shown at a different event. Oh no, it is Astroneer. Never mind. Right, yeah, okay, never mind. That explains that.
Hello, my name is Adam Badowski from CD Projekt Red. We are delighted to bring the immersive...
Wait, hold on. How did he pronounce it?
Hello, my name is Adam Badowski from CD Projekt Red.
He said project. Okay, I don't... I still don't know.
Cyberpunk 2077 is...
Because that was what I assumed it was. But then I remember watching, I think it was a Cyberpunk thing, where it was like someone, like their community manager or something. But the person was like American, I think. So they pronounced it project. I was like, okay, well, I don't know.
Comes to Nintendo Switch 2 on launch day.
こんにちは。スクエアエニックスの浜口です。
Okay.
Nintendo Switch 2で
And FF7 remake.
7リメイクインターグレードを発売いたします。
Just speak Polish? Of course. Why don't I just do that?
脱出までを描いた3部作シリーズの1作目となり
I should just one day just start speaking, streaming in Polish and just confuse everyone. Like, yeah, I knew Polish the whole time. What are you talking about?
Switch 2で展開する FF7 リメイクシリーズにぜひご期待ください。
Okay. These just abruptly end. Enter the Gungeon. Is this the same? Is this the same thing? It says teaser trailer. This seems to be the exact same footage. It says Switch 2 and PC because this is from Devolver. In the Duskbloods. Kirby Air Riders. Wasn't really much of any information, just Sakurai's directing it. Let me refresh this. Yeah, there's nothing new. It seems like it's like legally distinct Bloodborne. It's just like, yeah, we can't call it Bloodborne, but like, you know what this is.
I give you my blood.
It's like talking about the blood and the moon and all this.
And transport him.
This is Nintendo pulling another Bayo 2. I mean, I don't think Nintendo like publishing it. It just said FromSoft. Actually, I don't know if it's Bandai. Is it Bandai Namco publishing? Actually, I have no idea. Nintendo is publishing it? Well, publishing it either way. Bayo 2 was one situation. That doesn't necessarily mean it won't get ported to anything else. Like with Wonderful 101, which Nintendo owns, or at least owned. Yeah, they owned it. Actually, Platinum bought it back from them, but that doesn't... I don't know how helpful that is at this point. Sony wanted to fuck around with 12 variants of Fortnite and Miyazaki wasn't having it. Is this straight from Miyazaki?
Contemplate now the moon, as befits the soon to depart.
I didn't notice. Just jumps in the air and starts blasting. That's not. I was gonna say it looks a lot like Blythe. It's not. It just looks like him. There's also a horse. Wait, was that a player? That wasn't a player, was it? That looked like a player character. Actually, isn't there a I think there is a spell like that in Bloodborne. Or is it Bloodborne, or is it Elden Ring? One of those has. Which one is the one where you can get like a dragon head and do like one attack? I don't remember if it's I don't remember which one that is. I think it's Elden Ring I'm thinking of. Maybe it's Dark Souls 3 actually. Yeah, and then exclusively on Switch 2. Why do I have this open twice? Donkey Kong. Excuse me. The Dragon Head was in Elden Ring. It might be in other stuff. I think it might be. I don't think it's in anything older. I think there's something similar in Dark Souls 3. This is so loud. This seems to be sort of like a... It seems like they're trying to show off all the... Curious as to what all the gold does. I assume you need that. Is this like a technical showpiece? How does that even work? Wait a minute. Hold on. I think this is a hub. Gold Rush, Simple Tools, Ingot Isle, Poker Chimps. Unless Ingot Isle... No, maybe not. No, Ingot Isle might just be the name of the entire island or something like that. And then that. Did you just punch that thing? I think he was trying to high-five it. Okay, Ingot Isle is... okay. Did he have some kind of, like, crown? No, I thought he had something on making him evil. Maybe not. He's just like that. He did have a thing on his head, but... the villains are just the other primates. Okay. It looks good. It looks very good. I don't know that there's much else. Yeah, Pokemon Legends ZA. Metroid Prime 4. I noticed they still have not announced anything about Metroid Prime 2 or 3, so I assume those will just be some other time. Compatibility list issues. Nintendo Switch games that start up on Nintendo Switch 2 but include some in-game compatibility issues. Games that with startup issues on Nintendo Switch 2. This is official from Nintendo? They're as dead as Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD. These links are not working. Okay, well, I'll just, this issue is being investigated. So, okay, so there's games that have just issues. I'm curious if that means it won't be playable, or if that means... There's a lot of these are like Tetris, the Grandmaster, and the Absolute Grandmaster 2 Plus are for some reason having issues. Harvestella, which I forgot existed, Hitman 3 Cloud version is apparently having issues. How does that happen? Mega Man Legacy Collection. Just Dance 2019. What is Godlike Burger? Or Family Chess? Alien Isolation, Alan Wake. Nintendo Switch games with startup issues. Weird for this to be an official thing. Samurai Showdown 2, Art of Fighting 2, KOF 95 and 96. Another Crab's Treasure. Dig Dug. Dig Dug is having issues. So is New Rally X. Xevious. Batman the Enemy Within. There's a big list here, but I can't see it. Where did you find this even? Let me see if I can. Official site. Nintendo.com/successor is an interesting. Switch to learn more. It's the direct. Closer look at the Switch 2 system. Technical specs. Transferring from Nintendo Switch. Learn more about compatibility. Okay. I found it. I found the thing. Updated April 1st, 2025. Next update plan for later in April. 122 Nintendo games not compatible. Games that cannot be played. Labo makes sense. Nintendo Switch 2 console cannot be inserted into the Toy-Con VR goggles accessory. Oh, for VR specifically. It doesn't say that about regular Labo. Or the other Labo stuff. Games that require Nintendo Switch Joy-Con can't be played with the Joy-Con 2 controllers, but if you have Nintendo Switch Joy-Con controllers and connect them wireless... Okay, so you can connect old controllers. You can still play Ring Fit. You just need an old controller. 1-2 Switch specifically needs... Oh, because there's no IR motion camera. It's funny how they actually specify exactly why. The volume of the Joy-Con 2 controller's force feedback variations has been reduced compared to the Nintendo Switch. So it may be more difficult to find hidden Joy-Con 2 in the minigame Joy-Con Hide and Seek. That's really specific. It's one specific minigame might not work great. That's it. Game Builder Garage, because it uses IR. So that's a specific thing you won't be able to do. Switch to sports. You don't fit inside the leg strap accessory. So it's only possible to play the soccer shootout mode using a Nintendo Switch Joy-Con. I mean, you could probably do it anyway. You could probably still do it. Just, I don't know, make your own strap. I don't know. WarioWare Move It, because IR. Yeah, it's the exact list of things. Everything that uses IR or uses, yeah, things that can't be attached because they attach using the old rail system. Yeah, that all makes sense. Startup issues. This is a PDF. How did you not know Switch doesn't have IR? I don't know. That's a thing that's been known for a while. That just downloaded 5 PDFs. What? What's going on? I don't know. That's I'm not going to be able to show the PDF. That's not going to work. Launchable compatibility. Why did it download it 3 times? I have no idea why it just did that. Open with, what do you... I don't usually open PDF files, so I don't know what you would generally use to open this. Firefox, sure. I see a whole lot of things I don't recognize, honestly. Doom Eternal, Dead by Daylight, Darksiders Genesis, Cats on Duty, Cats Hidden in Italy. It seems like they really went through everything. Just everything on the eShop. This is probably just, they probably just went by anyone who reported anything. You know what? I don't see Hentai Puzzle or whatever. What if it was here? It would be really funny. It'd be really funny. Like, if one of those is here, maybe some that they were just like, you know what? Make sure that's not on there. Make sure that's not on the list. I wonder if these are the only games with compatibility issues, or if they're just the only ones that were reported. And maybe Pizza Tower is having issues, apparently. Being investigated. So this is probably something River City Girl Zero, Rocket League, Roller Champions. I forgot that game existed. Remember they did a Jet Set Radio collab? South Park? Star Wars stuff? Jackbox 1 and 2 only. I guess something about them being older. Talos Principle. Travis Strikes Again. Under Night. It's but if it would be one thing if it were one of the older ones, but with it being the most recent one, that's kind of a problem. Warframe. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that's just entirely in Japanese. Shinran Kagura Reflections. Oh no. How else am I going to test the HD Rumble? How will I possibly do this? All those hentai games work perfectly? Definitely. Don't worry about that. It'll work just fine. Alan Wake. These are ones that start up. Oh, wait, hold on. What did I just open? Okay, the other one said compatibility issues. This is launchable compatibility issues. Hold on. What is the other one we can actually say? Okay, I don't. They are named incorrectly. All of these the first list was ones that basically don't start up. And the other one is okay. So this is games that start up but don't work properly, but in what way, who knows. The thing is, I assume it's just like these will just be sorted when they get sorted. Klondike Solitaire. Why would... I mean, I don't know, maybe it's like $1. It's like, why would you buy that? I didn't think they'd even have a list of this stuff. Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. Oh no, Fall Guys and Stumble Guys both not working? Maybe they get Stumble Guys working but not Fall Guys. Okay. It's not a super huge list of games, but includes titles only sold in other regions. Yeah. Weight approximately 88 pounds. That's not correct. That's not what it says, but you know, it's funnier that way. Approximately 118 pounds with the Joy-Con 2 controllers attached. Yeah. Could you imagine? Just release a console like we've just released a console. It's filled with cement. We filled it with cement to make it robbery proof. It's the sturdiest console we've ever made. Yeah. It's very specific. Capacitive, touchscreen, all these things. VRR up to 120 hertz on the screen. Yeah, okay, yeah, they did say you can do 120 FPS. It's just, I think it said 720 was the max. Custom processor made by NVIDIA. That's not helpful, but okay. How strong is it? Don't worry about that. It's custom strong. A portion of the storage is reserved for use by the system. That is normal. Wi-Fi 6. Which I think means the Wi-Fi is like a lot better. I think Wi-Fi 6 is like significantly better than... Is Wi-Fi 6 the newest Wi-Fi? I think. I don't know. And then there's just an actual LAN port. Yeah, you don't need the adapter anymore. I think the OLED was the same. That one just has a port. You need his Wi-Fi 8 and ISPs that don't suck ass. Well, that's asking for far too much. Supports the things that it supports. They did say something about surround sound, and I was like confused as to what they were referring to. Surround sound effect can be applied when outputting to headphones or to the built-in speaker. Surround sound effect when outputting to the built-in speaker requires a system update. which, I mean, you'll want to update the system anyway. The 3DS had a surround sound option, I remember. It's probably the same thing that used, which I don't really know how it works. I know I had it turned on because I was just like, why not, I guess. I think the way it's supposed to work is it at least in theory is it sends out sound waves that will bounce off of a wall behind you. I think that's the idea, although I'm pretty sure sound just does that anyway. I don't know. I don't really know exactly how it works. But I guess the Switch 1 doesn't have that. I think also it has... Does the Switch 1 only have one speaker? No, those are the speakers on the bottom, right? The bottom of the screen? Yeah. It has two speakers. Because the 3DS I know had two speakers, so... Power button and volume buttons. Oh, I didn't know. I never would have guessed those would be there. Audio jack. Oh, you just mean okay, yeah, just like a headphone jack. I was like, what? Audio jack? Switch 2 and Switch gamepads. Regular micro SD cards just straight up don't work. It's not like how with the PS5 you can still use an external hard drive. You just kind of limited in what you can do with that. Actually, I think external hard drive can only be used for PS4 games on PS5, right? I don't think you can put PS5 games on there. I think those need to be put on like the special like SSD. Brightness sensor located in console. I think that's for like automatically adjusting brightness depending on charging time. Approximately 3 hours. Battery life 2 to 6.5 hours, which is a wild variance, but yeah. I don't expect it to be... Oh, wait, there's more. Dock, approximately 84 pounds, of course. It also has cement in it. Yeah, LAN port. It's the only thing of note, if that even qualifies as of note, because the OLED was also like that. OLED dock. SLSR. Yeah, I think the Pro controller is the only one that has, was it GLGR? I think that's the only one that has that. Release button? Oh, yeah. I was like, what? I was like, what is a release button? Right. That's it. The calling it next to all the other buttons and having just something called the release button ends up making it really confusing. But it's like, no, it's not an actual button, like in that way. Vibration, HD Rumble 2. That doesn't mean anything. Battery life approximately 20 hours. Yeah. Okay. Compatibility issues and all of that. Can't be played. Partner games. And there's game is playable with issues in certain parts of the game. It sounds like there are no Nintendo games. No issues found during basic compatibility testing. Games can be started, further tests in progress. Oh, wait, no, there are one. Okay, never mind. The ones with the issues in certain parts of the game, there are. There are none on the Nintendo side. Nintendo's own games, okay, there's only 122 of those in total, so it probably took much less time to test, besides the fact that it's straight from Nintendo. They don't have to worry about communicating with anyone. Okay, so all of them can be started. Or not all of them, but a lot of them, most of them can be started, at least. It says games can be started, further tests in progress, and then there's game is playable with issues in certain parts. The vast majority of the partner the partner graph is further tests in progress, but like what those further tests are and when those will be done, who knows? It doesn't sound like it's saying there are no issues. It's just there might not be, but there might be issues that we just haven't determined yet. Some games require Nintendo Switch Joy-Con player. Okay, never mind. It's just takes you down to the bottom of that. Games, accessories, game share, transferring. I don't know. I don't think there's. Yeah, there's also there's definitely no enhancements by default for old games. It's a I assume okay, Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour. It doesn't have like a. They don't have. They don't. Yeah, it doesn't link to anything. I was thinking maybe they would have like a price or something, but no, they don't. He's just linked to the trailers, basically. Upgrade packs. Is there anything on how much those cost? Let's look at Super Mario Party Jamboree. Jamboree TV. New modes that use mouse controls, microphone, and compatible USB-C cameras sold separately. Appear within the game via camera play. Game share compatibility. That's not a thing you can do normally? Oh, game share. Yeah, no, game share. Not. Never mind. Not the other thing. I thought that was I was thinking that was the like stream thing where you could stream your gameplay. I was like, can't you do that with everything? WQHD 1440p resolution in TV mode. That's what is WQHD? Visually enhanced with improved frame rate. Faster load times, HDR supports. Yeah, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom do not have much. I would hope those are only like $10 upgrades. That's probably what those are. The thing is, I don't know that I would bother getting those, though. Kirby seems like that would be worth getting. Metroid Prime 4 still doesn't have a date. So that is not a launch game, is what that tells me. Quality mode runs at 60 and 4K. Performance runs at 120, 1080. It's interesting, quality mode is still 60. The thing is, yeah, 64K would be fine for me because this monitor doesn't even support 120 FPS. And it supports 4K but not 120. It only supports up to 60. But my other monitor supports 1080 and 120. So it's I need to get new monitors. I need to get like 2 new monitors, I think. It's oh, I guess that's what the menus look like also. My Nintendo Store. That's no, that's the actual website. Retailers. Just this empty thing with nothing on it. Included with Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack membership. Oh, you get Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom automatically if you have the expansion pack. Interesting. That makes sense because I was like, I don't care to pay for those. I don't, because it's like I don't even need to go back and play them right now. I don't feel like I really have a desire to go back yet. So I would like to go boot up Breath of the Wild and just go straight to the Lost Woods. just I need to see it. I need to see what that place looks like running normally. I assume probably similar to what it would look like on an emulator, probably. System transfer. This isn't. Okay, continue to play compatible Nintendo Switch games. Yeah, I'm guessing most games won't run Free updates for select Nintendo Switch games. By connecting your Nintendo Switch to... You can download free updates that may improve performance or add support for features such as game share and selected games. Okay. So there will be some that will have better performance. Mario Party I understand because that's new content. You have this. I do? I think I forgot that I bought that. I think I just very recently bought that. Didn't I? I must have. I own that? You sure? It says I have this. Mario Party? How is this being sorted? Sort by... Let's just do by title. Mario Party... Wait, no, Super Mario Party Superstars. There's Super Mario Party, Super Mario Maker, Super Mario RPG, Super Smash Bros. What do you mean I have this? No, I don't. What? What are you talking about? Did I? I don't understand. Why does it say I have it? I don't know. I'm scared. I don't know what this means. I legitimately don't see it listed here. Super. Shin Megami Tensei 5, Shovel Knight, Slay the Spire, Snake Pass, Sonic Mania, Splatoon, Super Bomberman R, Super Kirby Clash, Super Mario 3D All-Stars, 3D World, Mario Bros. Wonder, Mario Maker, Mario Odyssey, Super Mario RPG, Super Nintendo Entertainment System, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Super Beat Sonic. That's the end of Super. You have Uno. This is Nintendo telling me I have Uno. I do not have Uno. I have the oldest Switch known to man. I don't know what's happening. I don't have this. I think I was going to buy it because I do have yeah, Xenoblade X is there. I know I have that. I'm so confused. Because I was like, I don't even see it on this list of, like, because it would be on, like, the most recent games or whatever, like, most recently played. Echoes of Wisdom, Mario, because if I would have bought it, it would have been after I played Echoes of Wisdom. It's just a screenshot. I might have it. It says I have this. It's not connected to my library. That is true, though. I did not realize it was a screenshot. Anyway. The thing is, because I was thinking I might actually have it. Because I think I was going to buy it. Because I know I used the voucher for Xenoblade X, but did I? I don't think I used the other one. Ghastly's up for a while. Overall 5 minutes. I mean, that's... Don't worry about it. My brain doesn't work this early. Demo available. That's just free updates to improve playability. I don't know what that means. May improve performance, add game share. I'm pretty sure not all of these are gonna have game share. It seems like Clubhouse games, I think they showed, had game share, so that... Let's see, about the game. Does it say anything? Update, read more. Clubhouse guest pass. Available for free on Nintendo eShop. Test out 4 of the included games or connect with someone who has a full game to play all games that support local play. Wait, that's just a thing you can do anyway. Wait, then what? I don't know. What is the update for? I have no idea. Link's Awakening. That has to be a performance update. For Link's Awakening, update is probably so you don't have to download that. I don't... That seems very pointless. Yeah, some of these have to be performance updates. Bowser's Fury, I know, has some performance stuff. Pokemon updated. I'm really curious as to how much that improves it. That is one that needs it. Some of these I'm curious as to what they do. Captain Toad? Did Captain Toad really have any issues? New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe? I mean, well, that one's probably game share. That would make sense. Echoes of Wisdom, that needed it. 3D World could also be game share, actually. Because I remember Bowser's Fury, I think, does have some performance stuff about the game. No, there's nothing. This is just the whole. Yeah, no. It doesn't say anything about Switch 2 more like this. I don't see anything. There's nothing new. Nintendo Switch 2 description banned on bottom of package. Includes the... Is that what the cases look like? Is that like a... What does the case actually look like? It almost looks like a steelbook. Is that actually just at the bottom? That's really funny. It just covers like a big portion of the art on the front. You have this? I don't have this. Don't lie to me again. Don't do this to me. How to purchase an upgrade pack. Okay, so some games will get updates, just Zelda specifically for some reason doesn't. But it's free if you have the expansion pack, which not everyone does. Game share. What more is there to learn about game share? Share games locally with Switch. You can't share them locally. Oh, yeah. You can share them from a Switch 2 to a Switch 1, but not the other way around. Game chat is only available on Switch 2. Well, Discord is available on everything. Until March 31st, 2026, a Nintendo Switch Online membership is not needed to enjoy game chat. Afterwards, a Nintendo Switch Online membership will be required. Okay, so it'll be free for the first year, and people will then complain and say, I didn't read that. I didn't know that. They didn't tell me. Share locally, share online via game chat. Captain Toad? Okay. Does Captain Toad... So will that need to get an update? Why would you want to share Mario Odyssey? That doesn't... I mean, it does have multiplayer, technically, but, yeah, that's weird. Is there new information? Why is GTA 6 trending? UI, okay, it's just the same things I'm already showing here. I'm seeing tweets about that. Micro SD card, SD Express card, compatibility. You can also use Express cards on Switch 1, but I don't know that it does much. A system update via the internet is required the first time you use a microSD Express card, with a capacity of up to 2 terabytes as reported. On a Switch console, Switch 1 console specifically, the data reading and writing speed for a microSD Express card will be equivalent to that of a microSD card. So it won't make anything load any faster on Switch 1, because it's not designed to do that. Game key card? What is a game key card? Customer support. Oh, okay, there's what the case is. That looks like a fake case. Game key cards are different from regular game cards because they don't contain the full game data. Instead, the game key card is your key to downloading the full game to your system via the internet. Okay, so it just specifies if what you're getting is a physical game and not a... It's interesting, it's still a physical card, but it basically just says it's not really, that's not really what it is. The game itself isn't included in the game key card, so you have to download it before you can play. How does this work if you put it in a different console? You'll still need it. It's just that you'll... in specific packaging. I don't know which games use this. It doesn't say anything about that. Didn't say anything about which games specifically use that. There's all kinds of Switch 2 accessories. Jeez. Mario Kart World is $80 apparently. Which is very weird, especially considering Donkey Kong is 70. Okay, so they are all normally 70, but for some reason Mario Kart is 80. That's especially weird considering the bundle is 50 extra. So it's the exact opposite of what I thought it would be. Accessory compatibility. Is there anything that is not compatible? The Nintendo Switch dock. Adjustable charging stand for Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch AC adapter. Different power output. That makes sense. Wait, what? HDMI cable included with Nintendo Switch is not compatible? What was it? Yeah, that it must use a specific I was just about to do something very, very stupid. I was just about to do something really dumb. I was gonna say, oh, I think I have one of those. Let me unplug it from my PC. And check and look at it. You know, the one that's plugged into the monitor I'm looking at right now. Yeah, that's a good idea. It's a great idea. Yeah, no, I do. It's there's a specific one because this is a 4K monitor. There's a specific thing. Yeah, the boxes look really similar. Metroid Prime 4 includes a Nintendo Switch game and a Switch 2 Edition upgrade pack. I'm curious if that one is also 80 then. So yeah, you get the Switch version also if you get the Switch 2 version for anything that has that. Switch 2 Pro Controller is $80. That's not surprising. Joy-Cons are $90. Isn't the Switch Pro Controller more expensive than an individual Joy-Con? Am I wrong? I don't remember. I remember they're both expensive. I don't remember what the price is for those. Dock set is... Oh, it's the dock with all the cables and everything. Is $110, $109.99. Joy-Cons... Okay, it's $90 for both, not for just one. I was like, wait... I thought it was 90 each. I just didn't think about how stupid that sounded. That doesn't even make sense. It'd be $180 for two. It was like, yeah, no, it just made sense in my head for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, okay, the website does say, Donkey Kong $70. That's not really that surprising. Minoru's Construct Amiibo and Tulin Unobo Riju Inside On Amiibo. Okay. Raidou on Switch 2 on June 19th. Was that the regular date? Or is that a different date? Righto. Where was that thing? You can pre-order now. That's not what I'm looking for. No, June. Okay, that was just a regular date. Yeah. Alright, where does it actually say Mario Kart? Okay, it was like, where... The site is up. Yeah, come on. I'm curious why it's only this that's 80. That is very... I mean, the game seems, like, ridiculously gigantic, so there is that. But, like... It seems like, is this just why there has been... No... This isn't... This looks a lot like Peach Beach. Like the track layout looks really, really similar. Okay, you can just go over the water. You don't go underwater. I wonder if that means there's going to be no retro tracks, actually. Because how would that work here? I have no idea. This is Nintendo's GTA 6. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think that's partially why it's 80, is because it's like, well, it's Mario Kart. Like, people are going to buy it. And buy it a lot. I'm curious if, once again, if it would have been cheaper if it had released a few months ago. I don't know if that's a factor. Where is my mouse? Okay, it was just hidden for no reason. It was hidden from me. Or I just couldn't find it because the background is white. Hop off the course and race the distance to the next one. What if you go off the course in a regular race? Like, how far away does it let you go? I'm really curious. Just end up on the next track before finishing the current one. I assume it'll be like if you just go too far away, it'll just be like, nah, get back. Just get pulled back as if you went out of bounds. The areas between courses are part of the race too. What does that mean exactly? Is that like not a proper track? I don't know. Is Grand Prix just do you... Okay, so it seems like you race... You race on the track, on each track, and then you go to the next track. It probably like it's like okay, you're at whatever position you're at, you know. When you get to the end of 3 laps, and it probably like opens up a different path to exit you out or something like that. And then you just you race to the next course. A non-stop transcontinental. That is too much. There's too many characters up there. Knockout Tour. 24 racers start. 20 racers checkpoint 1. 16 racers checkpoint 2. 12 racers at checkpoint 3. 8 racers at checkpoint 4. 4 racers at checkpoint 5. So the last one is just 4. Okay. And there's a Joy-Con 2 wheel to wheelie feel like you're driving. Okay, I'm not buying this game now. I refuse. No. I'm boycotting this game just for that. Not for the price. No, for that pun. No. Absolutely not. For a wheelie fun. No, you don't get to do it twice. You already shouldn't have done it once. You really don't get to do it twice. You can't use the same. No, stop it. How to buy? I'm going to not show that in case it's just like, oh, here, just use your credit card. Here's your credit card number and your social security number. Just, you know, we got that too. Yeah, it's just the registration thing. I already did that, so that's not anything new. Yeah, that bundle. People are really gonna want that bundle. With makes the game $30 cheaper. Yeah, that's that bundle's gonna be a necessity. Yeah, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom are free for expansion pack. Okay, yeah, Deltarune, Chapter 1-4 coming to Switch 2, PS4, PS5, Steam on June 5th. Yeah, it's not just Switch 2. Digital games are $80. Wait, are they? It just said Mario Kart, but Donkey Kong is $70. I'm curious as to it doesn't show. They don't have prices for everything. $175 trade-in for Switch 1 towards Switch 2 reservation at GameStop. Sometimes I forget GameStop still exists. Yeah, I don't know. Staging a sit-in at the NYC store. Well, good luck with that. Games, Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, that's all they have listed that has like a price. I mean, are third-party games going to be more expensive on Switch 2? I doubt it. I mean, they set their own prices. I don't see any reason they would be. New games, upgrade packs. No, this isn't giving me any new information. Yeah, Hollow Knight Silksong. I can't click on that, but it's there. It's scrolling by. More good stuff on the way, it says. There was no separate Silksong trailer, was there? I don't think so. This is not any new information here. Deltarune is $25 for the whole thing, future chapters included. Is chapter 4 the last? Is there more beyond chapter 4? Or because I have no idea how long that game is intended to be. There will be 7 total? Okay then. Yeah, they don't have like a what was I even just trying to say there? I don't know. I don't have a website up for like Kirby or for Hyrule Warriors, Duskbloods. So I'm not sure where. Just Jeff Keighley said digital games will be $80, but I think that just all that was just Mario Kart is. What about Ridge Racer? Ridge Racer will be $90 actually. No, this is... Yeah, this is just some... It says $90 for physical. Oh, okay, of course, it's just some... No, it's just some... No, it's just some... It's some Reddit thread where someone just said a thing. Yeah, it says 80 MSR. Where are you even getting 90 physical from? Another storefront says 80 euros for digital and 90 euros for physical. But it just says that. Hold on. Where is the Mario Kart thing? Hold on. MSRP $79.99. There are 3 asterisks next to that. Manufacturer suggested retail price. Actual price may vary. Yeah. Do people not know what MSRP means? I'm not sure why everyone's saying it will be 90 physical when it says MSRP 80. No, yeah, okay. This is an article from Forbes. I would hope they know what MSRP means. They have a screenshot right there that says MSRP $80. People also didn't know what tariffs were until just now. I mean, we don't. That's not important. That's not important. We don't need to talk about that. That's not real. Just will cost up to 80. Yeah, people are writing articles on things that are not anything yet. Mario Kart's 80. I'm sure it will not be the only game that will be 80. I think that might be important. No. Absolutely not. Have to wait till tomorrow for people to calm down and read things. I mean, if you have an issue with it being 80, that's like fair enough. Twitch? Did Twitch have an issue? I mean, I was just like silent for a second. So there's that, but Yakuza 0 Director's Cut will get a physical release for Switch too. Might be limited run. Doesn't specify, I guess. There's just a lot of things. There's a lot of things. There will be new news coming out. Okay, Nintendo's thing is not updating anymore. Okay, okay, I'm not seeing any new information, really. Or well, it's the information's slowing down, which I mean that's normal. Oh yeah, also yeah, if you're in Canada, that stuff's gonna be expensive. Max said Bloodborne 2 was on nobody's Switch 2 bingo card. I don't think that's true, but I think people put it on there, but as a joke. I think it's one of those things where you just like say like, yeah, Bloodborne 2, of course, you know, as a joke, because of course that would never happen. Although, granted, would that count? Would that count? I don't know. I'm not seeing. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There's nothing really here. Nothing more. There'll be news. There'll be news that'll come out. The Treehouse stuff is tomorrow. Tomorrow and Friday, like in the morning. I'll watch those on my own time. I'm not going to stream those because I do not. I can get up that early. I don't feel like streaming that early again. That's a whole other matter. I've been streaming for 3 hours already. What is going on? I don't know. Time doesn't make sense. Okay. All right. Okay. Time to call it for the day. You have no idea how much I want to. I would like to play Xenoblade, but I also would like to just I don't know if it'd be a good idea to leave and come back, because last time I just ended up being really, really tired. I mean, I can, but if I do, it'll only be for like 15 minutes. Sleep stream, that's not happening. There will be no sleep stream. There will be a no sleep stream, a stream where I do not sleep. Come to my special no sleep stream in which I don't sleep. Does Gamatsu have anything interesting? Actually, yeah, because Mario Kart is the Japanese version is cheaper. Okay, the physical version of Donkey Kong is more expensive in Japan. It looks like it's $60 in Japan, $60, and then 60 for the physical. 89.80 yen, yeah, that's $60, right? And 79.80, I think, is about 50. $53.21. I'm curious. Does Mario Kart 8 have a Japanese? Not Mario Kart. Mario Kart World. Super Nintendo World. MarioKartTour.com. That's not what I'm looking for. I was just on the Mario Kart 8 website. And now I can't find it. Mario Kart 8. I don't want Mario Kart 8. Okay, let's go to the Mario Kart 8 website and see if I can get there from there. No? Probably not. Just go to Nintendo. Mario Kart. Mario Kart World. Well, that will take me to the website. Great. What did I just do? Perfect. Mario Kart World. Here's the Japanese site. Where? I want to go. I can't go down any further. I am not allowed to scroll either up or down. Okay, no, I can scroll down. I don't know why this one is formatted very differently. I don't know why it's like this. Okay, if you're gonna scroll down, you need to. It's so difficult. It's so difficult to scroll down. You know what? It's really funny. They have a completely different set of people here. They have a bunch of Japanese people for the Japanese version. It seems, I don't know why it seems weird to me that they would even bother making a separate. I don't know. Where is the price? It would be here, but I don't see it. I don't see it here anywhere. None of this is going to be translated because it's all images. This is just the bundle. 9,980 yen. Okay. I'll just. That is about $70. Yeah, it's all cheaper in Japan. I mean, I'm assuming that is the what is the price? Suggested retail price, downloaded version, 8,980 Japanese yen, tax included. Tax is included in that price? That's after tax, or is it that plus tax? I'm not sure what that means. I mean, it's also Google Translate, so. Wait, what? Release date June 5th? Oh, wait, no, yeah, that's right. I was like, what? Pre-order started on April 24th. Package version 9,980. Says Japanese language system Japan only. What does that mean? There's this thing. Because the Switch 1, you can buy a console from a different region, and then it doesn't matter because it's not region locked or anything. My Switch is literally not an American Switch. I believe it's literally Spanish. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that was where I believe I got it from Amazon Spain. The original Switch I had was a Japanese-only Switch 2 and a multi-language Switch 2 that's more expensive. I don't know if you're being serious or not. I have no idea if you're joking. So I don't know if this is a bit. Very serious? Okay. Okay. Microsoft's 50th anniversary? Okay. Oh god. Nostalgic profile themes. You can get Clippy for your Xbox. What? Available now for Windows devices, the Microsoft 50th theme as a custom solitaire. You can get solitaire. I would want to play. The thing is, it looks too new. There's a thing. It's important. It looks too new. I would rather it look like it's running in like Windows 2000. That's what I want. Can I get that as like a custom thing? Like Windows 2000 XP with all the old cards and everything. That's what I want. That must exist. That must be a thing you can download. They should also they should have 3D pinball. Where's Windows 3D pinball? Hitman World of Assassination Quack Pack. And Signature Pack. They are Mario and Luigi themed. I can only assume this was they made this deal a long time ago because I don't think a Luigi-themed assassination pack is a good idea. I don't think that's the best idea, Nintendo. I don't know. I don't know about that. I assume it's just like we made this deal a very long time ago. Shut up. It's already been done. Just don't talk to me. Don't talk to me about this. I don't know. Chow Tales? What is Chow Tales? Is this an animated thing? Oh, the alt text teaser image for the new Chow Tales animated series. Okay. Yeah, that, okay, anyway. That, threw me off. I'm curious if Mario Kart would be cheaper to actually buy the Japanese version. The thing is, if you buy the Japanese version from, like, the Japanese eShop, that probably won't be. I wonder if it'll end up being something where it's, like, specifically in the US, everything is way more expensive. Because, yeah, usually Canadian stuff is more expensive, but I actually don't know. We'll see if... Actually, wait, was there a... I might be able to check that. Okay. Here's the... No, stay here. Mario Kart World. This is the Canadian website. Price is not listed. $700 MSRP. Yeah, that's Canada. That's just for the Switch itself. That's what I would expect. 700 Canadian dollars, not obviously. Yeah, there's nothing. That's the only information, really. I assume it is at 550. Yeah, because I don't know if that's the reason the game is the price that it is, or not. Considering it's so much cheaper in Apparently there is a 1 terabyte micro SD express card, but I don't know. I don't know. Not macro SD card. What would that be? Yeah, there is. Where to buy? Amazon. Is it actually available for sale? Is this micro SD XC? Is that correct? That doesn't sound right. I don't think that's right. Yeah, no, that's not, no. What is this? SDXC, I think that's like what I have. Micro SD XC EX. It does say 1. Yeah, that one says EX SanDisk. That's not what I'm looking for. Where did I just found it. I just saw it and now it's gone. Now I can't find it. I don't know where it went. I was just looking at it. There it is. MicroSD XC Express. Where to buy Amazon. Okay. Okay, the Express is also a thing here. Okay. I was, for a second, I was just about to go over, just tab over to it, and then I noticed my address is literally right there because it's literally Amazon. Yeah, no, I don't think I need to, show that. $200 free delivery Saturday. It says. They're just showing, they have screenshots with a regular Switch, not with a Switch 2. It says for Nintendo Switch 2. These are probably, yeah, the 1 terabyte is $200. Yeah, those are expensive. That's how it always is, though. They're really expensive until they're not. So, okay, but yeah, it is available as of now. It's not. You don't have to wait for it. Devil May Cry premieres in 15 hours. Apparently, I have not looked at any of that. The trailers, whatever. I've heard about some things, but yeah. Yeah, that is, okay. Alright. Switch to accessories up for pre-order. Yeah, okay. There's nothing, nothing much else to be seen here, I don't think. At least not for now. Okay, so, okay, Xenoblade is, that's what we'll do next. I think I'll just go straight to that instead of waiting until later. But, I'm gonna go to a break. And then, I don't think there's anything. Would it be feasible to put this straight to YouTube? I don't think it would be. I don't think it would be, actually. Time for you to go drink water and then die? You could do that. I believe the VOD channel, I believe, is up to date on everything. Well, actually, no. The last few streams aren't. They're not live, but they're exported. I just need to actually go over to the channel and actually publish them, basically. But just make them public. But yeah, I intentionally don't make them public. I make sure they're private at first, because if I make them public, that's not, if I make them public, then they sometimes it'll upload the same one like 2 or 3 times or something, where it seems like it's not uploading or not exporting, so then I have to like try it again, and it's like, no, actually it did export, and you just exported it like 5 times for no reason. And then whatever. But either way, making it private means I just don't have to worry about that until I can just sort that out in the background. And then you'll never know unless I tell you like I just did. So now you do know. You know all the secrets. Congrats. I won't tell this to anyone else. If you tell anyone else, I'll find you. I'll find you, and I'll hunt you down. I'll make sure you never tell a secret again. What was I doing? I don't know. I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna go. I'll be back in you know, like however many minutes. Where is the playlist? There it is. I found the playlist. I found it. Great. Nope, don't. Nope, that's not right. That's not right. That's not right. Okay. That's closer to correct. Okay. Yeah. That's it for Switch 2 stuff. I mean, I could just go offline and highlight this, then upload it, because this would probably go on the main channel instead of the VOD channel. I could do that. Why do that though? Why do that? I don't know. It's 3.5 hours. I don't. Okay. Because normally I don't go into much detail on directs and whatnot because I'm usually just tired and whatever other information is not that interesting. So anyway, I will. Whoops, that's not going to the right place. I will see you in a bit. I'll be back. In a bit, we'll play some more Xenoblade. Probably gonna be just more side quests today. Gonna be real. Probably gonna be mostly side quests. So, if not all side quests, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them to do. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit.